regardless if you do believe. Hey, still awake, ain't about it when I see her face. Need you more when you go, I need you more every day. Keep a foot on the brake, in case I lose all control. Yeah, so baby, don't lose control. I focused on you, baby. Lately, you been in my aim. I've been reaching out for you, still they're so far away. Looking through the smoke in the mirror. Crazy how I see you so clear. Crazy how I see you so clear. And how you make me smile. And how you make me smile. Oh, yeah. And how you make me smile. Oh, baby, how you make me smile. Smile more when I see you. When I miss, when I miss you. No, I don't wanna be left alone. Oh, no. Smile more when you come by. Smile more when I see you. Smile more when the sun shines bright. With me, I need you. Smile more when I'm lonely. Smile more when I see your face. Smile more when I feel love. Smile less when I need to let go. Hey, Caroline. Hey, Caroline. All right, let's get this show on the ball. Let's get this show going because everything that women say that we are going through, the men statistics tells them no. It tells them no, that we are not coming up missing. We are not getting abused by men. I mean, is it that's why you're starting the gender wars? So y'all can have it for the evil, not for the good, but for the bad ones could stick up for each other. What's really, really, really going on here? So we're going to take a look and see what's being said. Let's go.
Die every 6 hours by their domestic partner, which is probably a black man. Where did you get that from? So I looked it up. Turns out, and then first of all, there's other things that are very wrong about this. So, and this is also so trying to break down this delusion. Um, that article said women in general die every 6 hours from domestic violence, and it was in 1999, and it was a study out of South Africa. Now, if I tried to explain these facts to a black woman there, would she go? Would you think she go? Oh, damn! I guess that had nothing to do with us. An article from over 20 years ago in a whole other country.
No. All right. So let's give him the work that he's asking for now.
Oh, check out Demas and Thoth. Check them out. Check him out.
There was a debate on my channel between the pink pill and someone named the orange pill. They were debating, and at the end of the debate, the orange pill said he understood and he lost the debate and he gets it. And me, in my naivety, decided that, oh, maybe this is working and people are actually learning. But no, he went on to do a video talking about how he was mistreated, ganged up on, and that people were making claims that weren't legitimate. This is not a response to that video. Let's be clear. He can do whatever, say whatever he wants. This is a response to a narrative put forward not just by him, but the entire manosphere who have somehow
Hey,
taken the
Nicole.
black woman being killed every 6 hours and make that into some kind of a lie, right? Or an over exaggeration. So we're going to break that down in a minute, and I need to do that for a sort of response. But this is what he said, and I want you to hold that thought for a moment before we get back to him. But here's what he had to say.
There was also another point where I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have went down this road, where I was talking about how I feel like black men are more respectful, and it's really hard to really prove, which he basically elaborated on, and I really kind of couldn't explain it. It's kind of one of the things. But I said in general conversation. Now she challenged this, but it's really no way to prove it, so there's not really an answer. Um, but there's also a lot of things that they said that they can't really prove. So my thing is that when they speak in general, when black women who have issues with black men, they speak in general. They don't give specifics, but you need to provide specifics on what you're trying to do. You know, one woman was like, black women are living their best life. Y'all are mad about it. Okay, what is living your best life? You know what that means? I don't know what that means.
No, we don't. No, we don't have to provide truth. We don't have to find out. You guys need to find out. We got the information from somewhere. We didn't just make this information up. We got this information from somewhere. You go look it up. You need to. If you have daughters and sisters, nieces, you need to look up that information. See, it's hard. It's a hard pill. Y'all should call it hard pill to take. It's a hard pill for you guys to swallow when you find out something happens to your daughter. If y'all don't know all these young girls that's coming up missing, y'all never heard of that? We lying about that? Huh? Out of all the lies to say, we're going to say, hey, young girls is coming up missing. We don't know this already? And we got to find the proof. Are you on planet Earth? Okay, baby.
You guys gotta be, but we gotta be specific. Y'all can speak in general. We gotta know what it means. All this stuff. But it's That's real. But yeah, so I had a, but back to that woman, the woman said, black women die every 6 hours. I looked at that study afterwards. I wish I see. I knew I should have my computer out when everybody was saying all this stuff. And, she said black women die every 6 hours. So this is a part of the delusion. This is why I say I'm about orange pill, and orange pill for me is getting
He said that is a illusion. That is an illusion. We created an illusion here. But let's go.
getting with black women out of this delusion of just all honesty. When you sit there and say black women die every 6 hours by their domestic partner, which is probably about 10, where did you get that from? So I looked it up. Turns out, men, first of all, there's a couple things that are very wrong about this episode. And this is also just trying to break down this delusion. Um, that article said women in general die every 6 hours from domestic violence, and it was in 1999. And it was in South
1999.
Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I tried to explain these facts to a black woman there, would you think we should go, oh, damn, I guess that had nothing to do with us. An article from over 20 years ago in a whole other country that's not as civilized as we are. Oops. No, she would still be kind of like, see, this is the thing, when you just debunk stuff. I guarantee if I said that back then, she still would just be very disagreeable. But it's probably not too far along for what happens over here. It's one of them things. So,
All right. Please hold that note because we are going to go through some research, actual research, and I'll show it on the screen. Even though I said I would not be doing that going forward a lot, I when people talk about delusion, I think they're just projecting their own understanding of themselves because this is highly delusional. Like, this is extremely delusional. So let's go back to the video that I want to react to. By the way, I'm going to answer his requests for the research, which he somehow just completely missed, right? Like, he claims that the only research he could find with black women being killed every 6 hours was in the 90s from South Africa. Let's ignore him talking about developed versus not developed and civilized. Let's ignore all of that for a moment and then get back to it, right? So this man is doing a podcast. We don't need to get into it. We just need to get to what he believes the biggest problem in the black community is and the quote unquote biggest enemy to the black woman. So let's have him say it because I'll let them talk uninterrupted, and then I'll get back to what I need to say. So here's what he had to say.
I want to go a little deeper, and we're going to talk about sex in a minute because you made a comment about great sex, so I want to go there. But one of the biggest issues, in my opinion, is this: in a black community, black women pander to other black women. Have you seen that?
Is pandering like? See, I get confused with pandering. Like, so is pandering like kissing people's ass? Like, is that like? I don't like. Is pandering like giving people bad advice? Like,
okay, pandering is this. Say you got 3 baby daddies, right? Because it started young, right? So say you're 19 and you got 3 baby daddies, right?
Jesus.
The majority of the women in your family, because your family is full of women, in the black community is always nothing but women, no men, right? Because ain't nobody got no man, and everybody's man left them or whatever, right?
You hear
And
this?
they're gonna say, "Oh my God, we gotta have a baby shower. I'm so happy for you, right?" And then behind the girl's back, the little 19-year-old girl's back, what are the black women gonna say?
She's stupid.
Girl, she don't have another baby. What is wrong with her? What in the world?
No, that's not. We call each other our enemy because we talk behind each other back. He makes absolutely no. Who is this guy? He makes absolutely no sense. Absolutely no sense. But we'll carry on.
Right.
Girl, but they ain't never gonna tell her like, yo,
Give her advice.
let me give you some advice. Let me help you. They're not gonna do that. They're just gonna talk behind a young girl's back. And this is auntie, cousin, even your own mom.
Moms, yes.
They're not even gonna, you know what I'm saying? So that it starts there. Talking behind each other's backs in the black family. So that's one. There's no unity in the black family among women, right? Then she grows up, right? And she has friends, right? And I said this earlier. The typical woman may not realize, but her best friend has another friend that she talks about you with. So when you out
Hey,
here doing
boo.
this, when you doing that, all these stupid things that you you were doing or are doing, instead of your homegirl being like, yo, what
are you doing? Like, you need to start reevaluating things.
Yeah, you tripping.
Yeah.
She is just gonna be like, oh, okay, well, shoot, do your thing, girl. Do you.
Right.
And then she's gonna tell
Either he a girl or he been around too many girls and not women. The kids is hungry and stuff. You try to tell when you try to say 1 minute women are we rule in the world, we independent. Now you saying that and we all about feminism. Now we see a woman with kids, all of a sudden we're saying, go ahead, girl, do what you gotta do. Where do these men, and I hate when women sit there and smile when they know that what they saying, these men be saying is absolutely bullshit. It's absolutely bull crap. Hey, alien. Hey, young king.
her other friend like, yo, I don't know what's going on.
That's so crazy too, because where does that even come from? Like, but these are the people that you care about. Because I don't have those type of friends that
I understand, but a lot of women, they don't. That's what I'm saying. There's a propensity or a habit of simply pandering and just comforting the woman and empathizing with the woman
that you can never do wrong.
That you can never do wrong, right? And it's just like y'all perpetuate this mess to each other on a normal basis, and it's really sad.
It's sad because even
How about this? But let her finish.
This is my whole thing with women. Like they attach themselves to their mistakes, and instead of saying, I need to do better, they kind of brush it off like, oh well,
I'm not good enough.
And they just continue the same cycle of those decisions. But I already did it, so because they feel like, oh, there's no coming back from it now, I'm just gonna keep doing it. Mm-hmm. That's where a lot of women mess up. Like, and that's where I think that they, instead of like telling the friend like, yeah, I may have messed up, but I can do better, and I want you to do better than me. Learn from my mistakes. Right. That's what you should be telling your friends. Like,
first of all, do you honestly think? I don't care who Max is. If his name is Max, he's full of shit. He's full of shit. If his name is Max, he's full of it. If you're talking about Pat Max, that's my boo. Now, do you honestly think that if a female is doing bad, nobody never said, hey, slow down? You got enough kids. Do you think that we really sit around and let people destroy themselves, especially people who love them? I don't care if you're male or female, cat, dog, whatever. At the end of the day, people do what they want to do until they get tired, until they had enough, until they want to change their lives. You gave me a little heart attack there. Now, I thought he said Max. That's why I was talking about. I was calling him Max, the guy in the shirt. I cleared that up real quick. I'm joking. Fat Max. Because I would know. He wrote that as soon as I said, what is this guy's name? And then he put Max. So I thought, but I cleared it up because I didn't see you. I cleared it up. But that's just like, we can't say all men watch these young brothers go down the wrong path and nobody never told them nothing. Nobody never said nothing. Of course the elders do. But just like we wanted to do what we wanted to do, they want to do what they want to do. And some of us chose to listen, and some of us didn't even hear. Didn't even hear until later on in life. That's when they heard the things they didn't hear when they was younger. When they stuck being that mama or that daddy, and they got responsibility, now you hear everything. But we'll carry on.
I really don't understand why you would kind of want to have a friend group that is like low quality.
And then at the same time,
what do you mean by why would you want to have a friend that's low quality? Why? Let me explain something to you guys. You gotta be very careful what you put in that universe. Be careful how you treat people. Be careful how you talk about people. And never think you better than nobody else. You think all the people with the millions of dollars and billions of dollars is not going through it with their kids? Majority of all of these artists. Look at um Tom Hanks. His son was on drugs, and a lot of these artists, their kids either took themselves off the earth plane, or they do a lot of drugs. Why they out there shooting movies and making videos and stuff? Their kids are hurting themselves. They're doing the same thing that. Let me tell you something. They doing it even more because they got more money to do it. They don't even have to take a break. They ain't got to go hustle. The money is right there. So be careful what you put in that universe and calling people low class friends. That may be the one that may help you. A lot of people is low, but you think they low. But being that you Robin Williams, yes, exactly. Exactly. People so quick to turn their face up to somebody, not knowing what you doing, what you may do, not knowing what your kids may do, not knowing nothing. Let me just disrespect these people because they not on my level. That person may be the one that have to call 911 for you one day. That person may be the one that have to give you a glass of water. God don't have measurements on people. God don't say because you make a lot of money, I like you, or you're at the top, you're a higher level. God don't care about none of that. God uses people. God uses people to do what he wants them to do. So what you get out of life has nothing to do with him. It has nothing to do with God's will. So everybody will be usable. They will be usable. The same way the politicians don't like us. They better than us. When it's time to vote, they come in your community like, hey, we your best friend. Well, how you doing? Beautiful baby. Hey, can I get your vote? Can I get your vote? When them artists, they are high class, but come watch my movie. Check this movie out. Buy this new what you call it? I don't want to say CD, but we don't have CDs no more. Download this new song. Download this new song. Oh, you need the smaller people when you need them. Exactly, Pat Max. That's saying been said for many years, and that is 100% true. Even if you are up and you're not coming down, your kids may come down. A lot of them, you know how many? Do you think that they built all these nice rehabilitation centers, drug rehabilitation, and alcohol anonymous? Do y'all think that's because of poor folks? Do y'all think that's because of poor folks? No, that's because them rich folks was getting caught up in that. Then they started making these beautiful rehabilitation centers. A lot, how you know how many of them got sent to rehab with all that money? And while you looking up to them, they're the drug addict. They tell you, don't speak to people beneath you, right? They tell you don't speak to these people. These people ain't got no class. But in all reality, they're the ones that's the drug addict. How many people you see, every time you see them, they got some drugs. They drinking the lean. They taking all these different pills. So you want me to put, even though you're an artist, even though you got a lot of money, so I'm supposed to like you, but don't like this person that's ghetto. But in all reality, you're the one that's a drug addict. You're the one that's bringing the community down, even though you're making millions of dollars to do it, but you're the addict. I think that you should stay away from them. Yeah, I know this allergy is kicking my butt, so I don't know what I sound like.
Like we can go even deeper because we're talking about family members talking behind your back, and then your best friend is talking behind your back. Now think about you yourself as a woman, your homegirl, your best friend that you had since ninth grade. She's calling you. Oh, he did this to me. He did that to me, and you're like, well, you gonna leave? Oh, okay. And you like, all right, whatever. I'm supporting you whether you stay or whether you go, right? You talking about her to your boyfriend. All of us have heard about your best friend when you pillow talk with us. Oh, my best friend, she's so stupid. She won't do this. She won't do this. She won't leave him. Okay, why is she still your best friend? You've had the same. A lot of you ladies, almost all of you, have had the same dumb best friend since the night.
That's not nice. That's not nice. That is not nice. They had the same best dumb friend. So you're trying to say that if they had a dumb friend from the 1990s and we now in 2021, right? That dumb friend never did nothing for her friend. How did they become best friends? And why did you call them your best friend? So you got something out of it. So I'm not going to leave you and not be your friend because you're in a messed up relationship. Obviously, if you're my best friend, it's a reason why you became my best friend. And she like, yeah. No, and no. You don't tell somebody don't be somebody's best friend. That is, you got bad luck for that. Bad luck for that. All right, Pat, I got you. Now take that out. When you write something like that, you got to take it right back out. You got to remember that's YouTube rules. Okay? Thank you, darling. I don't care if you write it. You just gotta take it right back out. You write it and then delete it. That's how you do that. Just don't forget to delete it after you write it, because what you say is absolutely true. So we can see it really quick and then delete it. But you are absolutely correct.
Great. And she's still your best friend to this day.
So,
and one of the reasons why you are okay with having this dumb best friend who keeps doing stupid stuff and can't get out of her own way is because you need her in order to fulfill the little issues that you have or the big issues that you have in your own life.
No.
See,
no.
You standing next to an idiot makes you look like a genius.
No.
So you keep your stupid best friend stupid so you can always look better and smarter than her. So you are doing the same thing that other women are doing to your best friend. You ain't helping your best friend, because the easiest way to help anybody is by leaving their asses and let them know, like, yo, when you get your stuff together, I'll come back around you.
Right.
But
so you'll leave your best friend, right? In a time of need, he's telling you to leave your best friend. Yeah, exactly. And she's agreeing because deep what these men want. They want the women who sit there and go, yes, 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 yes. Are you with men who's devoted fathers and in the household with their children, all their children? Because if not, you need to leave them. You need to leave them. I don't care who for. No, no, no. He can't keep making them same mistakes and making these babies and don't live with none of his kids. None. He ain't in the household. Did you leave them type of friends? Did you leave them type of friends that drink all day, every day? Did you leave them? They none of them my friend. I don't indulge, but then, huh? Don't listen to these people, and don't listen to the agreeable chick neither. We should carry on.
The longer you put up with her doing stupid stuff and you stay around her, that means to a certain degree you're okay with her mistakes. And that is the biggest reason why black women are black women's other black women are black women's
Exactly,
biggest enemies,
Pat.
because none of y'all really help each other grow. Y'all are either competing with each other or keeping each other down so you can feel better about yourself in comparison to her. What do you think about it?
I don't care what she think about that. Absolutely do not care what she think about that. So black women, and this is, by the way, the title of what he was doing, that black women are the biggest enemy to black women. And for me, right, no shade, but that was kind of trigger. Enemy is defined as one that is antagonistic to another. It is also defined as something harmful or deadly. So when you say black women are the biggest enemy to black women, yeah, you're gonna have to provide more than the fact that they talk behind each other's backs.
And that is the biggest reason why black women are black women's other black women are black women's biggest enemy, because none of y'all really help each other grow. Y'all are either competing with each other or keeping each other down so you can feel better about yourself in comparison to her.
And or they allow each other to make dumb mistakes when it comes to partnerships, right? Before I even get to the fact that every 6 hour a black woman was killed in 2020, not 1990, let's hear again what the orange pill had to say. And I'm playing this person not because I want to beat up on him, but he, in his video, he called black women delusional, and that he's trying to break them out of the delusion, and there's no research that would indicate what black women were saying on the live stream about black women being killed, and black femicide, right? And so I want you, I played it before, but I'm going to play it again. And I want you to listen to it, and then we're going to talk.
She said black women die every 6 hours. See, this is a part of delusion. This is why I say I'm about orange pill, and orange pill for me is getting with black women out of this delusion of just a lot of stuff. You know, when you sit there and you can say that black women die every 6 hours by their domestic partner, which is probably a black man, where did you get that from? So I looked it up. Turns out, it meant, first of all, there's a couple things that are very wrong about what this woman said. And this is also, like I said, I'm trying to break y'all out of this delusion. That article said women in general die every 6 hours from domestic violence, and it was in 1999, and it was a study out of South Africa. Now, if I tried to explain these facts to the black woman there, would she go? Would you think we should go? Oh, damn! I guess that has nothing to do with us. An article from over 20 years ago in a whole other country that is not as civilized as we are. Oops. No, she would still be trying to, like, see, this is the thing when you just debunk stuff. I guarantee if I said that back then, she still would just be very disagreeable.
First of all, sir, you didn't look it up. You did not look it up, because if you look it up, you would not be saying that. I don't know why the light is so weird in here, but it doesn't matter. This video is not about me, so it's fine. Not only, because I think we kind of get confused when gender comes into play and everyone gets up in arm, but black women are disproportionately being killed by their intimate partners. That is a fact. I will pull up the Guardian article now that he apparently read but didn't actually read because he couldn't find it, and he kept talking about South Africa in the 1990s. Like, how are you talking about this, sir? So you didn't do any work there, and I'll bring it up. And they reference the FBI study that was released in 2020. So I don't know what work you did, but even beyond that, right? Let's move from that. because you could have gone to the primary source, the FBI study, but you didn't. But it's not just gender. The leading cause of death, the leading cause of death for black men and boys ages 1 to 44 is what? Guess what? Homicide. Actually, let's bring it up. I've done this already, right? Like we've seen this graph before, this chart rather before. Um, as I was reading this, though, it reminded me of something. And you know how he's calling women delusional for talking about the black femicide as we now understand it. Before I get into the stats and the article, which I do have, well, when we get to the article, I'll talk about it. But it reminded me of something, and as you can see it on the screen, that Kevin Samuels said. And instead of just kind of summarizing it, let's just play it because since we are all talking about these men who refuse to acknowledge how they have created a hell for black women and black boys and young men, right? Like everyone is dying at the hands. We'll get to whose hands you're dying at because we already know, but these journalists do not want to actually articulate. So we'll talk about it in a moment. But let's go to Kevin Samuels to repeat what the Orange Pill just said about black women's delusion regarding how often they're being murdered, right? And DV generally. I mean, domestic violence. I don't know why I don't know why I'm trying to pretend like I'm not going to just say the words. I'm not very good at code words.
I call it the color purpling of the black community.
How hey, boo.
Do we hear that women out here dealing with all this abuse? I'm going to do the show on abuse next week because I'm tired of hearing this bullcrap. I'm sorry. I do not see women being abused. I don't see women. I don't see black women being physically abused. Never really have. I'm going to just say it. I never really have seen black women being abused. In my entire life, I have known of one woman, and that was one of my mother's friends.
Right, hold on. I'm gonna let that pass.
Them. No, when we talk about
we're gonna see that again.
We're talking about people who do other people harm. And that's not other black women statistically. So no, and you will
I'm gonna get back to
it might have been clickbait. He just wanted no. Don't clickbait with that. You need to know that as a black man, you don't get to sit on anyone's camera. You do not get to speak about who is more dangerous to a black woman if you're not going to point out statistics. It is a black man.
Hey, everybody.
According to the stats released by the FBI last week, is compared with the year before. So and it does say black women, right, and girls were murdered per day. Now, if you can't do math, right? I'm not a math person. You would take 24 hours in a day, divide 24 hours by how many black girls were killed, which is 4 per day, and you should get 6. That number 6 is the hour. It is a black
Who you yelling at?
Hold it.
Every 6 hours. That's how that was tracked.
Go ahead.
Who you yelling at, alien? You don't yell at our Dr. Pat. Let me tell you now.
Who's yelling?
Alien call himself yelling at Pete. Talking about Pete. Really?
Oh, I do not. I write in capitals because I can't see, but I keep forgetting when they say capitals mean you yelling.
Yeah, exactly.
They used to always tell me that, and I'm like, why are y'all saying that? I'm like, shit, I got glasses on. The chick still can't see, so I write in capitals. Then I gotta go back from time and put it in. So I'll be laughing at me.
But why is Kevin Samuel talking about he don't see no woman being abused?
I'm gonna get back to that part.
All these stories of these women dying and stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna get back to that because this other young little man he's gonna break it down. That's why I skipped it. But now we're talking about when the men said that this is basically about femicide. When the lady and the man had a debate, and they said 1 in 6 women is dying every day from black men killing black women, and then the other guy came back and said who's with the orange pill, and I was an orange pill girl. With the orange pill, and said that's absolutely not true. But now he's doing it himself. He did his own research. I always do my own research. What's up, young blood?
What's up? What's up? How y'all feeling?
What's
Boss
going
lady,
on?
you are wrong. I
What?
was acknowledging him. He called me Doctor Alien.
She was joking with you. I know you ain't gonna
My
finish
goodness. You came all
it.
the way up here to defend
It's
yourself.
smoke. I felt like you was pressing me, boss lady. I was like,
Get that Brooklyn out of you, boy.
Oh
"Put me
my
out."
Get,
goodness. You
get
need
that
to
Brooklyn out of you.
calm you.
I'm
You are
putting
not that important. You're not that important, Alien. No, I was not pressing you.
out.
Get, you can take the man out of Brooklyn, but you can't take the Brooklyn out of the man. I
How you,
knew.
how
So
you
she's,
feeling, though, boss lady? You all right?
I'm good. I'm great. Thank you.
and now she's gonna do sexy voice. Oh,
I'm
now
all right. I'm
now
good.
she does the sexy voice. I'm good, and how are you?
No, but he called himself coming up here.
I think that guy name, that's not Tariq Nasheed.
Who? Oh no.
That guy wasn't Tariq Nasheed. Used to be doing some blaming the whole community. Now we're gonna get back to the studies. But this young brother, I like how he break it down, and not just for women either. It's like a 5-6 minute video, but he did it justice.
Pat Max is laughing at you, Alien. He said you
Okay.
too pressed.
By 24 hours, by how many black girls were killed, which is 4 per day, and you should get 6. That number 6 is the hour. It is a black girl or woman is killed every 6 hours. That's how that was translated. Again, what work did you do, sir? Right? Now let's continue down the article because I do have some issues with this article. The rising murder rate has affected black women across the country. Baltimore, Maryland recorded the highest ever number of women killed in 2020, with at least 48 women murdered throughout the year, many of them black. All right, let's continue. I'm going to point out an issue that I have with this article, and it's going to come back to privilege and who has it. But advocates and experts said the stock rise makes it clear it's time to address the factor that have long made black women face a 3 times higher homicide rate than white women, as well as why their risk of being murdered increased sharply last year. All right. So hopefully we're still reading, right? And we're still going through because it's again super frustrating when I hear men come on and say, oh, women are delusional, talking about black femicide and all this stuff, and it's not real. It is real. You might not want to admit that it's real, but it is definitely real. Statistically, it is real. So it does bother me, and it's very triggering to hear someone say, a black man particularly, say that problem the biggest enemy to a black woman is another black woman. Like, what? Where did you get that? Let's get to the problem with this review. And even when we're reporting on something this significant, right? There always is a bias in the writing, right? So they said there are many factors that make black women more vulnerable to violence, right? Including
Violence.
widespread access to firearm and barriers to access of preventative services and mental health care. Factors that probably worsened during the pandemic, Crenshaw said, and the intensely unequal way that the pandemic affected Americans of color almost
Look at
certainly
that.
played
You
a
got
role in worsening
got to
violence
change the
against women,
words and
she
shit.
added. Many black women were essential workers who had to continue working outside their homes during the pandemic. Now, obviously, with the pandemic, everything increased. You want to know what was not brought up at all? Who was doing the killings? That part just, we don't know. Black women are just being like, these people are like part of the reason why, right? The last blurb we saw was that Black women were essential workers. Okay, sure, cool, yeah, that's great. How does that lead to them being murdered, right? By intimate partners. Like it's frustrating because the article went out of its way to not name the group that are attacking Black women.
We need to go find another
Again,
article. It's that
the
simple.
article brings up Black men, by the way. It does bring up Black men. And I actually yeah, let's do it. Let's read what it said about Black men because it does bring it up, and I think it's important. The increase in murders of Black women comes on the overall as the overall US murder rate rose nearly 30% during the pandemic, the biggest jump in 6 decades. The number of people murdered increased sharply across racial groups and in cities big and small. Most of America's homicide victims, right? Most homicide victims remain men, and Black men and boys continue to face the highest overall risk of homicide, with at least 2,400 additional Black men and boys killed in 2020 compared to 2019, according to the homicide data reported to the FBI. All right. No mention of who is doing the killings, right? No, like the pandemic came and people just started killing people. There's no mention of.
No, what it's saying is y'all Black men doing a lot of killing. Y'all killing women and yourselves outside of the women that's coming up missing or the Black girls that's coming up missing. That's another whole entire subject. So when those subjects come up, I think I really gotta thank my girl Caroline. I gotta thank Dwayne. I thank all you guys, but I have to give them a special thanks because they donate, and when you donate, then you can do more. You can get into more subjects like this because if it's controversial, YouTube stays away from it. They stay away from it. So I still have to give them a special thanks because it helps support the channel. Even though all of you guys, just your attendance here, support the channel. I thank all of you guys too. Your mind is completely off this tornado tearing up my area right now. Oh.
What?
Where you at?
Listen, doctor. The media is not going to come out and say that B women are eyeing at the hands of a BM. It goes without saying, B. The media would be accused of, yeah, exactly. But we know. But for that man to come back and say that when he lost the debate, when the lady showed it, if y'all would have saw the beginning, if not, y'all have to catch it on the rewind. He specifically said, "Oh, I lost the debate," and then he comes back to say, "Oh, when I looked, that was 1999 in South Africa." Like, if another adult believed that shit without themselves looking up the data to see was she correct or incorrect, then you a stand. I don't like nobody that much ever that you didn't win a debate and then you come back with a video and I'm not going to look into it. Either I'm not going to care what neither one of you got to say, or I'm going to find out which one is telling the truth. That's why you got to do your own digging. Hey, Dwayne. Hey, Dwayne. There you go. You done popped up.
What's up, Dwayne?
I be trying to sound like Whitney. If y'all remember The Different World, I be trying to sound like Whitney. Dwayne.
It's Dwayne.
Dwayne. Oh, it's up in, you got, south in Houston. Well, hold on, I got to go. I don't know what's happening about Miss Rod, because Miss Rod ain't saying nothing. But that's out there in Texas, boss lady.
Yeah, she's in Texas.
and she's not too far away. I don't think from Houston, but I don't know what far away is out there. It close is, so I don't know if it's gonna go his way over there. But my prayers and stuff go out to everybody that's being affected by that tornado.
Mhm. They have that mess every year.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to do a show about the young ladies that's coming up missing. We're gonna have to do that. Like a lot of like this channel right here is about the and then I just want to say the some people and they were like I gotta get my cough medicine. It's come from out. Don't never think that one black person can embarrass the next black person. I just don't believe in that. I don't believe I don't believe they have that power because they are the way they are. Listen, we already as a people judged. Doesn't matter if you do good or bad. They ain't never liked you. The ones who like you outside of your race is going to like you. The ones who was brought up in the racism, y'all gotta come on, Pat and Truly, wherever you at. Give me a nice, cause we know we made up a whole new, we're making up a whole new language in this group, boss lady. Only we gonna be able to understand each other. Oh, Miss Ride, you here?
Okay, so how's the weather?
What's
Miss
going
Rod?
on with the weather out there? Or was you been was in here just popped up? Oh, he giving us a thumbs up and everything, boss lady. Dwayne
Mm-hmm.
and the clapping emoji. I don't know what the other one is. I don't know what the other one is.
A rainbow and a pal.
And a rainbow. As what does rainbow mean?
I guess a happy day.
Oh, and then a pow.
Hopefully, it's a happy day.
What does the pow mean? Pow, like
Uh,
pow.
oh, you got a bomb?
Thumbs up, love you over the rainbow. Boom.
Yeah, yeah. I guess you got a bomb. Yeah, I guess.
Mm.
Listen, don't judge me.
Mhm.
At least I'm always asking. If I don't know something, I'm gonna ask. That's it.
You
Shit,
got to.
I don't give a damn.
Fort Worth.
Oh, the prayers over the rain. Okay, all right, got it. I got it. Okay. Oh,
Oh, Dallas Fort Worth, Miss Rod. Oh, what you say? He got a tornado out there.
she didn't say nothing. Where she? I said, "What's the weather like for you, Miss Wright?" Because they said it's a tornado in your area.
or somewhere around there.
Where he just said, Dallas, Fort Worth.
And she said, it's nice here in the DFW. Now, where the heck is that?
This is Dallas, Fort Worth, the same place where he at. So I don't know how they one said.
No. Oh, no. He's in Houston.
No, he said Dallas,
Fort Worth.
No, she said DFW
Tony, I can read.
Okay, let me go back because he said Houston. Look, I'm gonna go back. He said southeast Houston. Here, southeast Houston. That's what it said. You see it here too?
Anyway, she's having good weather.
See, Trey
He
Holmes.
said it's raining real hard earlier.
Yeah, Trey Holmes, you getting us confused here.
Yeah.
You see what he said, it
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You get, and you gotta pick a place now. Damn it!
I know what I see now.
No, but he put Houston first, so that's one reason why I said Houston. Then I said, "Me stroll up," because he got listen. Put one leg in Houston, put the other leg.
Yeah, where is the tornado, or is it popping all over the place?
It's just spinning around. It's just spinning around.
Yeah, don't worry.
Oh, Ms. Rice said someone asked what is DFW, and he told the person it was. I forgot what DFW mean. Okay, we're getting off the tour topic.
Dallas Fort Worth.
Southwest. Dallas, Fort Worth.
Yeah, that has to mean that.
Well, then
Dallas,
y'all,
Fort Worth.
y'all can you and Caroline need to meet up. You and Caroline,
What?
need to know. I'm talking to Ms. Ride.
Get a little
Yeah,
safe haven.
he said I'm in Southeast Houston. It's a tornado here. Anyway, is y'all still right next to each other regardless. What is it, an hour difference? Y'all still close together.
Oh, he's in the south and she's in the west.
Where Caroline and Ms. Ride in the same spot. So they need to go meet up. Oh, he's 5 hours away.
Never mind.
Well, we're talking about a tornado. That 5 miles could be 5 hours could turn into less than that. Talking about tornado there.
Oh,
Depends.
yeah.
It depends on how it's spinning and whatever can slow it down. See, I don't know about that. But after Hurricane Sandy,
I mean,
I've
look,
I've learned not to say nothing because after Hurricane Sandy, I learned to shut up.
Sugar, we not from down south, and we ain't never been through no tornado, so I don't even want to give my opinion right now.
No, but I've learned to shut up because I never thought I was gonna look out my window and see. I never thought a hurricane was gonna tear up New York City neither. I never thought that, and so I've learned to shut up.
It did a little something.
I have learned to shut up. Oh, now the king coming up here. Hey, King.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
All right, now how y'all doing?
Good to yourself.
Yeah, we hear that, Texas.
Okay, so I'm awesome. You know, it's awesome or nothing.
Awesome. My bad.
I was saying I'm on the southeast of Houston, and it's a tornado here. It's raining, and it's a tornado here, real bad. High winds, stuff hitting the window. That's what I was saying. But I was defining DFW for Pat Max, Dr. Pat. He asked what was DFW, so I explained it was Dallas Fort Worth, which is 5-6 hours away from where I'm at. But yeah, I'm in a tornado right now.
Well, we still got our prayers go up to you, King. Our prayers go up to you.
Awesome.
And everybody who's just pray that everybody's all right. Now, you be under. Do y'all? I'm not trying to be funny, but I am trying to be funny. Y'all don't make them things that go on the ground underground no more. What you call them things?
They don't go in the bunkers no more.
You know how all the TV shows, they're like a tornado's coming, and then they used to make a thing that go down. You lift it up and you go down. They don't do that no more.
In the cellar.
Yeah, the cellar. Y'all don't got the cellar no more.
No.
Oh, the bunker. I was just joking though, but you may need to go into.
You know, we all laugh here. You know, I love the sense of humor. You know. The thing is, I'm prepared. We always had this like around this time for these little 3 months, like from July on, like almost into Christmas, into winter. We always had these problems or whatnot. So I'm prepared, you know, as well as prepared to rescue. So, I just wanted the prayers. That's all from my family.
Man, are you sure you do that type of work, right?
Yes.
Okay, so. Where do you guys go when the weather gets real bad?
They have shelters. Most people have families that they in other areas that may be dry that they flee to until it's over and then come back and fight the debris and stuff like that.
Man. But I wish you would have got some footage of it and sent it to me so I could have showed it.
Oh, I ain't going out there in that.
He ain't finna be out there trying to look at that thing.
Leave me alone. I seen them men do it. I'm trying to give him some heart now, boss lady. Now you can do it, King. King, you can do it. King, you can do it.
Right.
You can do it, King. You going out there and get that camera and get a nice long camera. I seen people. They got their cars and stuff. They go chase. I'm just joking, but they do chase it though. They do. Thank you, Caroline. They do got the. Oh God. Okay. She said. He's not a storm chaser. He's a king doctor. Okay. See how they got your back, right?
That's what I'm talking about.
You know, we have each other back up in here now that we all doctors and stuff.
Right. So my thing is to the young king, Dr. Alien. So you and Dr. Gary, y'all gonna be the dentist. So we can have dentistry in our criteria.
Okay. Okay.
I like that.
Well, yeah, we doing different doctors now. Being that if Inky and all of them could be doctors and ministers and all these things, and never went to school for none of that. So I got a certification. I still
Oh
said it wrong
God
each
damn.
time. I'm saying, well, listen, that girl got me tongue tied from yesterday. Y'all heard what she called? You heard how she said Eligio name irrelevant. I said, what the goony goo is going on here? Oh, and she was arguing her point down. Now I go to show you shouldn't be laughing at nobody. But here I go, certificate. Now I said it, damn it. Yeah, I give all of y'all one. All of y'all got new certificates. I got it. We got it. Oh, we need somebody. I could say certificate. Damn it. I said certification. Y'all know we nuts, right? Y'all know we nuts. And you know what? A lot of people leave in my chat. Y'all made my day. Y'all don't know in my comment section how many times people say y'all made my day. I thank you for your channel. You made my day. And these are the people who watches the replay, because the people who watch the replay.
Pat Max said dentists have good drugs.
They drugs ain't working for me. What do you mean say it 3 times fast? Certificate. No, certification. Certification.
That was a good one.
Dr. Pat,
I gotta get me
out
a
of
whole.
the dentist.
No, he meant to knock out the dentist that knocked the teeth out.
So Dr. Pat, you stay out of that dentist office.
Yo, my man, you be busy though, King. Hey, 12 Wells, how you doing, beautiful? You be busy. He be holding this down, holding the LLG down, and working hard. My goodness.
Oh yeah, y'all my people, man. We have fun together. The work, that's mandatory. I have children. They have to be taken care of. They didn't ask to be here, and they're smart, and they deserve to be rewarded as well as, along the way of their achievements. So work is mandatory, but as far as like, the community, us, man, that's just a love.
I said this man could hold stuff. That's I'm glad we got him. I said I'm glad we got him. It's like we all become like YouTube family, and the YouTube like we really on the love train. Somebody need a pill. Somebody need a sleeping pill. That now I gotta guess shit from the emojis. Okay, what is Pat Max saying here, guys?
Okay, wait, let me see.
She need a sleeping pill or a needle to put her to sleep.
See why we don't need to be administering medicine? Look at Pat.
Oh yeah, he said sleeping pill, a shot.
Caroline did not give her no medicine. He went out and bought the stuff off the corner.
He said the doctor's gonna give you a pill, a shot, and your ass gonna be some heat. Calling Z's.
Where he at? Caroline. I need the shot. Damn it.
And see there, we had diagnosed and prescribed Dr. Taharka Bay, and look what happened. He got up. It was even more amped up. Yep.
Oh, she said that wasn't her. She practiced medicine responsible. Okay, darling. Okay, Rev. Can I get a witness? Amen and amen on God, on Jesus, on Jesus' name. Amen.
Like what Pastor P be saying all the time.
Yeah, I know we take something from everybody.
Why? But I'm not gonna be saying that. I ain't gonna be calling his name in vain. I ain't with that.
You're not calling his name in vain. You would say his name. It's like when
No, I mean, was serious when I say that name. I'm not playing with
I
Dr.
say
Pastor P.
no, but everything I do, I always say thank you, Jesus, all in the name of Jesus.
All right, but we ain't messing with
Everything.
Pastor P. I'm not putting
I
Pastor P in it. I bet you I ain't putting Pastor P in my prayers. I pray for him, but he can't be in my prayer. No.
I don't know.
Ah,
I haven't found the reason to pray for him, but I always when I say something in Jesus' name.
and
Mhm.
Jesus. No, let me not. Okay, so
No, don't be sorry. We already told you before. Speak your peace.
no. I'm so used. It came out naturally. Like I'm not a Christian or nothing like that, but I'm so
Me
used
neither.
to. I'm just so used to being brought up in a Christian house and saying that
Right.
in prayers that came out naturally. That's crazy.
Thank that's true. That's what I was basically trying to say. It just comes right out.
Yes.
But I always talk about God anyway. But I don't subscribe.
Uh-oh, Nicole says she just took her medicine for her headache. The headaches is starting already. Ain't even noon
No,
yet.
I just took before I started. I don't know if somebody had noticed it, but it was I had y'all waiting for a little while because I got a headache. That's because of this weather. It's been raining buckets, baby. It
Mm.
rained so bad, and then it came back again. It sounds so bad. Boss lady said, "What the hell is that?" I said, "The rain again." She said, "Damn."
Yeah, I thought somebody was bamming on your door.
No, that's the rain hitting on my air conditioner.
Well, I hate to tell y'all the sun is shining out here.
I knew you was gonna do that. Let me tell you what she did last year, right? Because she ain't no good. She sat up there. We know it was in the winter time, not too long, not almost a year ago. It was freezing out here, right? Okay, now I see you back in the chat. She goes, sitting outside in the sun. Now he could do it too. So forget all y'all people in the sunny states. And what she was eating on crabs or something like that. She's sitting out there. Look at me. Look at me. We freezing out here. I almost cut her off.
No.
She like, look, and she sitting outside, leg crossed, just a tip. What was you eating? Crab legs or something?
Yeah, we was having me and the kids were sitting outside eating
And we was
crab.
and we was sitting inside under the blanket. Yeah.
And I mean, the sun was just shining,
See, here she
and
go.
then even another time when we were at the swimming pool, y'all was in the rain. We was swimming. The kids were swimming.
Yeah, I know.
I
See,
said,
she
"What
ain't.
is going on?" I said, because I heard you yelling. I said, "Why is she yelling?" She was like, "Why is you showing that picture of y'all all in the swimming pool?"
I had to get me a bunch of new friends. Hey, Truly, tell her Truly, we ain't laughing with them. We ain't laughing with them. But I want to get back to this, right? I only post sunny pics when the snowstorm hits up north. Well, keep yo,
You're
I
funny.
remember when Empire was out. I used to fix their ass. I used to fix my California friends' ass. Cause when the TV shows come on, we see them first. And I go right on Facebook and blow it up. And you know what this happened? They go, so did they barred me from doing any like if they liked it a particular show, they barred me from that came on TV, not on cable. So you like they don't want to know nothing. Just stop telling me about your sunny damn days. Then I won't tell you what happened in the damn show. And Empire, boy, I used to fix their ass good on Empire. Soon as Empire over, and something Lions did this, and that one did that. So they was like, you know what? We're not even cutting on in Facebook. Period. So I said again, y'all going to what you said about your weather, and don't let it be something that like if it's like any type of music show or something like that.
Oh, they said Miss Bride said you were pissed off the whole Facebook.
Yes, I did. I'll piss their ass right off. But that was for my sunny side people. Y'all gonna stop doing that. So I said, okay.
Mhm.
They,
I'm not because the sun is
they,
shining at 10 o'clock this morning.
they forget that we are 3 hours before y'all, so we get to see the stuff, and I will blow it up. I'll blow it right up. And guess what
I
happened?
don't care. I don't watch that shit.
They didn't do. Good. I will find something you watch.
I ain't gonna never tell you.
I'm gonna find out exactly. I'm gonna make sure I watch that show. But this is not Facebook though, so I wouldn't do a post on it. But damn right.
I know y'all
Oh,
snow is
and
invisible. Over there in Texas, y'all got rain and hail, no snow.
They got snowballs that fall out the sky. That's crazy.
And she said the snow is invisible.
Mm.
Not that I want it to be overt who is doing the killing, but it's important if we're going to have the conversation openly about Black women being killed, that we also take into account who is and has been doing the killing. And it's interesting because the people who are a part of the group, myself included, of Black men, they are also the ones online, myself not included in this group, talking about domestic violence and that black femicide is not real, and that the biggest enemy to a Black woman is another Black woman. Like, how arrogant must you be to be affiliated by birth, right? Gender, sex, whatever you want to call it, to be affiliated and a part of a group that has perpetuated tremendous harm against another group. And that even if you are not on an individual level, the person who is committing this kind of violent act against someone, you don't have the right to deny that experience against all this data. You don't. You don't come here and say people are delusional because you lost a debate and it was brought up. You don't get to say Black women need to be trained by you to be better, which is what the gentleman said when he was talking about Black women being the biggest enemy for another Black woman. You don't get to do that. You don't foster an environment, Kevin Samuels, now, where Black men feel it is okay to mistreat Black women and then talk about the color purpling of the Black community because you refuse to accept that Black women have been living in a hell that people who look like you created. Now, that last bit, created, people might have issues with. And this is what I say to you if you have issues with. Yes, there are systemic issues. Yes, when we have poverty, we have crime. But we will not use that to take away personal responsibility from the person who is engaging in the behavior. And that is what we see online all the time. The fact that people are so comfortable sitting on screen saying that Black women are the biggest enemies to Black women legit makes no sense when Black men are the ones killing Black women. That makes no sense. Additionally, you do not get to sit here, Kevin Samuels, and talk about the color purpling of the Black community when you refuse to acknowledge that the domestic violence is occurring. Like, you don't get to do that. And Orange Pill, it is really frustrating that you did come on this channel. We spoke to you. You acknowledged that you lost the debate. Then you went back, created a video talking about how you lost the debate because you were being ganged up on, and you did the research and there's no such thing as Black femicide. You didn't say no such thing as Black femicide, but essentially what you said was that. Now, specifically, what
Black femicide?
Yeah.
Hold on, so pause. Can you define that?
Okay, like I usually do is I pull it up. I'm about to pull it up.
Because when he said that black men are responsible, that's just like that might be a stretch. That's a
Hold on, let's pull it up first before we give it up. That's what we do on here.
I got to get my little smoke. Where that at? Hold on. You can't Max, one thing though, you can't really one thing that
we're gonna what happened?
No, I'm just replying back to what Max said. But one thing, Max, that's very vital when you think about Kevin Samuels is that it's really no debate in him. Like if you just disagree with what he disagrees with, says, just
how do you can't debate with him?
Because he goes off of straight statistics and logistics.
So
He's
if I'm
not going. He's not
so
going back and forth with you.
and if I go have a debate with him, it would be off of statistics and logistics also.
Yeah, but
When,
he's not gonna let you go back and forth with him because he's gonna beat you with statistics and
he's
logistics.
gonna
That's what
beat
makes
us,
him Kevin.
he's gonna beat us as a toddler and catch a little bitch fit. That's how he's gonna.
Yeah, he
Because
does.
if you bringing your statistics and I'm bringing mine, hey, hey,
That would be but for
no,
another man, it's gonna be hard. A
that's
woman
another.
might have a fight, but a man
A
is gonna be
man
hard.
has a fight too. When you don't
Nah,
don't count yourself out the game, and please don't say that ever again.
it's
Don't
true. It's
never,
true, bro. No.
please don't
Yeah, nah, Max,
count
Max.
yourself out the game. Do not count yourself out the game. He ain't
Thank you,
no better
Max.
than you.
Nah, you're right though, sugar. But thank you, Max. So that's what I was thinking too. Like I think he does have a few valid points, but I just feel like to say all black men is the cause of that. I feel like wow,
No,
that's
we're gonna
crazy.
we're
That's
gonna look it up.
crazy.
We're going to look it up. One thing I don't do here is debate. The same way when we spoke upon the music and music change, I turned around and did a video about that.
Right.
I did a video.
Absolutely.
I don't know if y'all saw it, but I did a quick little video so y'all can see what I'm talking about. We let either the person speak for themselves or I look up the word. Okay, black femicide. At least 4 black women and girls are murdered per day.
What in the world?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
At the hands of black men, though.
yeah, yes, sir. We're not talking about the ones that's missing. That's why they call it black femicide. That means by black men. Now, femicide is women in general, but when they're talking about black femicide, that's by black men. That could be domestic abuse, killing them, or the girls that's coming up missing. But yeah, let me open it up a little bit more so y'all can see how much is on this.
Yo, Pete, you could debate, but it's gonna all be in your favor. It's gonna work out in your favor. So I mean, what you gonna debate? That's what I want to know. But go ahead, sugar.
So anytime we get stuck, we always look stuff up. What he say?
Oh, he could debate Kevin. I say he could, but it's gonna roll
Ain't
out to
gonna
be in his favor.
in whose favor?
In Pete favor. Like if he argue him, it's gonna be in his favor.
Of course, because he's gonna go into a toddler hissy fit.
Yeah.
But what you ain't gonna do? No. Let's go. See, when people do that,
Don't overtalk me.
and you be seeing my spoofs ones I do, right? With Effion.
Oh yeah, he the best. Yeah.
That's when we get the doctor, because he always start the show going doctor.
When he hold that arm, when he hold that finger up, oh, that should be too funny.
No, but he remind me of what you call it from that show. What Mike Myers or whatever his name is. He got the little short one, the little short.
Oh, you talking Austin Powers?
Yeah. He looked like
groovy, baby.
Yeah, but black women have the highest rate of homicide. Yeah, it's here.
I could believe that though, because in my opinion, a black woman is the most wanted woman.
Nope, but the black men don't want to accept that because the black men will have to accept. They will have to now put pressure on men, and they refuse to do that.
Yeah.
But when y'all get a chance though, like y'all see, there's a lot of the Guardians, and we got a lot of different things that y'all can read. But as you see, and it's a shame when you have a show. You do a disservice to your community, period, when you don't even acknowledge it.
Yeah.
When you don't even, because if they acknowledge it, they would have to now turn inward and say, damn, wow. Because if all of us gonna go after these women, but he beating her ass, he strangling her, she killing her, and he killing her, and we're talking about death. We ain't just talking about domestic violence. We're talking about they killing these women. So before it even got to killing a woman, it will bring out all their mess. And their egos will return. That's why they always trying to stick it to us all the time. I'm like, no, we ain't gonna play these games. We not. The CDC have lots of credibility, I think, since they start covering for it. Now erase that, Pat. No, I told her when but it's not erased on my end. But
Yeah,
after I
yeah.
read it, she gotta erase it immediately. Because
Definitely get in trouble for something like that.
Because Caroline and them, they can't keep paying for y'all mistakes now. So we're gonna get to the now, and this young boy, I like to see young boys. I love to see my little young boys stand on a square. I'm not even people mamas, but I feel like I'm the proudest mama ever. I think I'm more proud because that y'all gotta stand on your square.
Yeah.
That's what being a man is really about. Standing on your square.
Yes,
So it doesn't matter. Like sometimes I may even fuck with you. I want to see what you're gonna do.
Right.
So
but you know that's natural New York shit though.
Yeah, but I don't think that's from New York. That's just like me. I want to see I want to see, because that's how, like, especially when I work with, I need to see, can I deal with this kid or not? So I start off real early. Like, this is real early. And something I was like, this program is not for you. But I would definitely find you another one as of the day. They don't even know why, or I watch them. But when the man stand on a square, I love it. I like when they want to go back and forth with me. It's a beautiful thing because they standing on it. Not as far as like being disrespectful or nothing like that.
Yeah,
no. I mean, if that's what you believe at the time, it's okay. But you can then, I respect that. So you can never say a woman is emasculating me. You saying I know how to deal with women and I'm standing on my square. I don't have to be violent or nothing because I stand on my square. So I may be right or I may be wrong. We'll find that out later. But it won't be, oh, her mouth is wild, wah, wah, wah. I can't deal with her. Because then now that devalues you.
Right. As a man, yeah.
You got to be able to take it from anybody and don't let it happen to whereas, well, you know what? I hate the whole gender. Because this one got, no, chick, no, you ain't.
Matter of fact, Sugar, I'm so happy you said that. Okay. You ever heard of, you too, boss lady, you ever heard of a guy called Dr. BOA?
Who?
Dr. BOA.
BOA?
Yeah, Book of Alpharonomy.
Let me see. He on YouTube?
Yes. Please go to him right now. Go. I just want to hear what boss lady and
I'm trying to see.
You have to feel about this.
No, some of them I can't show because the men sit there and they get my shit taken.
Oh no, BOA.
I'm telling you. Let me check.
Yeah,
let me see his picture.
Yeah, he might. But I don't think he go that hard though. No, I don't think so.
They do. Them men are bitches. I'm trying to tell you. It done happened to me like 4 times already.
I don't think BOA go that hard.
I'm gonna show you. If it's not him, I'll let you know. Book of who?
No, just go to DR space BOA.
Oh, DR.
Yeah.
DR space BOA.
Yeah, BOA.
You know, you gotta say, yeah, this motherfucker. Got my ass. And I agree with his ass too. Yo, he did a good one. That mother, that shit. He did one. Oh, he got me like twice and a couple of other ones. He's
the original Godfather on the law. He's been there before
he's the fairy godfather,
He's the fairy godfather.
What the fuck he is. Anytime I go against women and they don't get the video taken and he does, I'm like, really? You fairy tale queen. Fuck out of here. And then one time I was mad because he did a video. He was right on the money. A couple of videos he did, he was on the money.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just eat the meat and spit out the bones. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So the video I did my commentary, so he can't strike it. That's why I have to keep stopping every minute. You have to keep stopping so they can't say he took the video. It didn't matter. The shit, I mean, it wasn't like I got an email. This video was nothing. It disappeared twice from him. So I'm not. I know I'm not showing it. Y'all go. Matter of fact, don't even go check the fairy godfather out. Sat up there and took. I'm like, and I agree with everything. I guess he didn't look at the video. I guess he just saw that somebody uses content and it's a female. Because from the 2 videos that I did, because I'm like, maybe I'm bugging, right?
Because now, one thing I would say though about him, he doesn't do content with no one. Literally, he don't, with man or female.
Yeah, but if he would have said, I would have felt better if he would have like said, take the video down or something like that.
Something.
I'm trying to figure out how did it disappear. I said, boss lady, the video disappeared. So I looked at my email. I said, and then I looked into the YouTube. It disappeared. I'm like, who the fuck does that? And now he's the fairy godfather. Until it's proceeded. I don't see that intimidation and stuff don't work. Because with me, I hear you. But where your facts at? And then let me get my facts together.
And I think, you know what it is too? I'm not going to lie, Sugar. You know what I realized too with the manosphere? Mm-hmm. They speak for a small percentage of men, and they make it feel like the way they speak comes off like this is every man. But this should be, I ain't gonna lie, the manosphere should be it should be most men, but it's not most men. You speaking about a good 15% of men, maybe 20%, if that, out of 100% of men. But you speak like these are all men. That's the problem.
I get mad because I'm the one with the boots on the street. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? I'm the one, you know, talking to these little young, these thugs and these whatever, you know what they are. I'm the one striking peace. Where you at? Yeah, you going to sit up there. Why are you worrying about a woman's behavior when you should be tightening up these young men?
Right.
So you would never want to debate with me. You cannot, because I don't see you. So you're right. It is a little bit of them. It is a little bit. And then you can't tell me that you're going to talk about grown women behavior, but do y'all set up a daggone school in different communities to reach and teach these damn youth kids? Where you at? Where you at? You talk about all the guns, how many the shooting, and do y'all go up into Chicago and try to save Chicago and then you get the fuck out of here?
Look at Dwayne.
Yeah, he's an Alpha Romney, all right. He's a fairy tale. My thing, if you're a real man, then you should be. Why you don't stand up and go on to Chicago and places, going to these places out there and try to save these babies? You're trying to save grown women who got bad habits, who is going to correct themselves regardless, because age makes you correct yourself regardless.
No.
I ain't never seen a freaking a hooker have a what you call it how when you retire. I ain't never seen a hooker have no what you call it, no 401k, no nothing from the job. After age will correct you. But you can't do the same things you used to do no more. Some still could do it, but not at the rate they did it 30 years ago. It's just not that. But why you not out there saving none of these damn babies? We don't need saving. Because y'all scared to be out there with the men. Yeah, I ain't gonna put. I'm a real man. I'm an alpha man. Okay, where you at in Chicago? Who you at? Who you feeding? Did you feed any homeless people? I mean, if you did something, we would know about the program. You would be promoting that. I don't want to hear you spoke to. I be speaking to them. No, I want to hear where y'all set up stuff to do kids for kids, stuff for our youth and younger. So y'all don't care about the violence, right? Y'all don't care about the alcoholism. Y'all don't hear about all them other drugs, the lean and the Rockwell and the mod. Oh, y'all don't care about none of that, but you're going to tell me you alpha? Then shouldn't the alpha men they should be the first ones that stand out in the community. We should know exactly who the alpha males are. We don't need for you to tell us who you are. We don't need for you to tell us what women like. What you ain't never gonna stop sex. Period. It's gonna happen with the good and the bad and the ugly. It's always you ain't gonna stop it, and you ain't gonna be able. You're not gonna be able to control how it's done. Neither it ain't have not been controlled since the Bible, and that was before our time. It wasn't controlled BC before Christ. I mean, it wasn't. It wasn't controlled
No,
AD
but
after
sugar,
done.
it wasn't nowhere near this level. Right now, it's just
It,
ridiculous.
it was the same level. They had whorehouses then too.
No, but on a mass scale.
It was a whorehouse on mass scales too. Read throughout your Bible.
No, but
They
no, no,
was
no, no,
giving
no,
it
no,
up.
no. Your regular day street walker, any woman in the street that's not a hooker, is even still looked at as a hooker. Like
Um,
every woman is a hooker today. 9 times out of 10.
no, but what I'm saying is, I get what you're saying, but I'm saying, far as the controlling of how sex is done, it was never done before Christ. After Christ, it won't be done now.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, controlling sex. Oh yeah, no, no, no.
You ain't like, okay, you're a good girl, you get some, or you're a bad girl, you're gonna get none. No, people still was giving it up then. They giving it up now. They gonna give it up tomorrow. So I don't need for you to make a bunch of videos saying, well, you need to be a big girl, then you could get some of this. Man, go ahead. Some girls gonna get it. And what? And I go for the women. Well, he's not so high value. If he got some good gift to gab, he gonna still get it regardless too. So what's the point? How many men ain't got nothing? And like that's why I say don't never count yourself out. And they had men with all this money, and then here come men with gift of gab, his confidence and stuff, and got it quicker than him. The high value man.
Oh yeah, happens all the time.
Remember, I do equal opportunity here. I talk about men. I do equal opportunity.
Happens all the time.
So all that stuff that they be preaching is just, I get it. You make your money off that. I get it. So I try not to. I know broke men with 15K.
Oh yeah, all day. That's all the time. Every state.
Mm-hmm. So all that high value shit, man, you ain't stopping no man who ain't no high. You ain't, and I'm not talking about him. I'm not talking about having, doing the do with round the way girls. They go get vagina from girls in whatever level they at. A lot of these artists, look, please, these female artists, they done married. Look at Madonna, man. He black, young, and ain't got no money. And that's Madonna's boyfriend.
Boss lady, you there?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to hear your opinion on one thing. I'm gonna give you my little like how I look at it, and then I want you to bounce back a little bit.
Okay.
So, long story short, when I speak to like black men, sometimes try to get their insight. Most black men that I speak to, they actually want to be married, but why do you think, in your opinion, you feel like, compared to back in the old days, why marriage has dropped dramatically, but most men still want to get married?
No, I don't know where you finding these men at that's wanting to get married. Um, because I'm a black woman, and I don't see a lot of men that are just out here trying to get a family and get married. No, that's not a fact. Where
Okay, any man in the chat, if you don't want to get married, please press 1. Any man in the chat.
That would be that would be Trejo.
Please press 1. I can't wait.
No.
Now, if it was in my other chat, it's more men in there. Maybe we'll save this question for my other chat.
Okay.
But that's for the people who like the fuckery. It's crazy. Sometimes I get like 200 people in my other room for the fuckery, right? we talk about the real stuff. Then you only get, but I like it. I like it small like this. I like the fuckery to be big. But these people, they don't want to hear about this. They don't want to hear about nothing until something affects them.
Oh yeah, Pat, you're right though. Pat is right for that last one.
A lot of women that would date, it went up too fast.
Yeah, what?
Went a date down all the time. I've done, yeah. That's why I say I don't pay them feminists no mind. I'm like, shut up. Ghetto girls get it too. The ghetto girls, matter of fact, all y'all men go to them.
Well, hold on, sugar. Let me tell Pete the question again.
Uh,
Any men in the chat that don't want to get married, press 1.
No, he said that do. You said that do want to get married.
Not okay. No, that do want to get married, right? Press 1. My fault.
all right, Lady Pat said most black men wait later in life to marry.
They all do want to marry though, Pat. Every last black man. Honestly, it would be strange for me if I met a black man and said I didn't want to. I'd be like, so what you want to do? Like what?
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing else to do.
Not out here. I don't see them.
Now they do got a lot of older men that swear for they in competition. Same way older women's in competition with the young ones. The older men is in competition with.
I hate that, sugar, but I hate to hear that conversation. Who's competition? That's life, though. Just like when you go for your job, it's gonna be competition for you to keep your job.
There is no competition for me, but
that's how I feel too. But go ahead.
Because that takes me away from what I'm doing to be watching you. That's what I mean by that. Mm-hmm. When I'm tunnel vision. I don't care what you do. I don't care if you're the best. I'm gonna be the best that I could be. I'm my own person that judge me and my work. But I'm not going to dislike when artists go, I'm in competition. Then you take away from your talent because you want people to buy your album or your song because of your talent, not because you want to knock somebody down. So then now you can't do what you truly want to do because you got to stay in them hurts or in what's going on. And then you got some artists that will stay true to themselves and they don't care about. See, them the ones that's real artists. Or if you at work, I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do what I'm always gonna give 110%. Now, somebody want to give 120%. I'm happy for you. So that just means I got to step up my game. That doesn't mean I'm so proud. I'm always happy for people. That's why I stay blessed. I'm always happy for people. I don't never see things that I don't put myself in it, because then you messing up my flow watching you. That's like they say when you running, they always tell you don't look back, right? Mm-hmm. So that's your competition behind you. And the minute you look back and stop staying tunnel vision, you is not going to get to the goal.
Yep.
So I don't be looking back and I don't be looking to the side and everything else. Committed to a relationship, if not stay single. Okay, only the prenup agreement, because I don't think women can commit fully. Of course they can commit fully. Of course they can commit fully. Some people, men and women, can't, but some can. If a woman doing her job, that man is gonna stay home. And if that man is doing his job, that woman is gonna stay home. And it has nothing to do with XEXXX. It has all about, you have to know. It's like if a woman, you have to see. People always think you got to cater to a woman emotion. People got to forget, and this is where a lot of women mess up. They forget. Don't listen to what people say. Emotions is a human. It's human. So that means men have feelings and emotions too. So you can't get so stuck on, well, women is emotional, men is not. Men may not show it. That's why I always treat and talk to men with a lot of respect. And I care about their feelings. And that's why a lot of men always give me mad. Everywhere I go, men give me mad respect since oh, how you doing? What's going on? So they need somebody, a woman that's what they women should be doing, but they never pushed up on me. But they always, I don't know, men are scared of me for some reason.
No, but
I understand why.
No, I'm sorry, real quick. Dwayne, I like what you said. I would love to be married to someone who wants to be married.
Yeah.
I like how you put that.
Yeah. Equally yoked. Yeah. But a lot of us got to stop listening to the extremists, because they have a job to do. They don't care. They only care about your donations. They only care about you following them. Boss lady, take this conversation. I gotta go. get my teeth.
Okay. Yeah, this is let's see. Today's men and women don't know what marriage really is. They are
Agreed.
not committed to work hard on the
Right.
relationship. I don't think men and women today can commit and work on a marriage. That's true.
That's right, Max. I agree. To me, you know what it really is, Max? It just breaks down to the fact that you always got to realize that social media, plays a big part. Max, even though I'm 29, I kind of grew up in an older era, with older guys. Most of my, friends was really OGs of the game. Um, and things that I seen early was just like social media really disrupted life. Like literally, technology did, literally.
Mm-hmm.
But the point is that you got to realize that, you know, when you see people, glitch through these matrix and, bug out in these, platforms and bug out with technology, you just realize, a lot of people are just not real from the start. It's not that technology or you changed on social media. You wasn't right before social media. So it
Mm.
wasn't it's all about the approach of the intelligence, how you look at intelligence of a person, that means a lot.
Yeah, yeah. And you hope whenever you decide to get married, we all coming, right?
I would
I,
definitely like that.
I'm even gonna do my hair.
I would definitely like that.
I want to do my hair.
I would definitely get married before 40 though. Definitely.
Yeah, don't forget we getting older. We would like to be living, okay? I would like to
Okay, you got
be
to
alive.
start off with a girlfriend now.
Yes, ma'am. You're right. You're right about that one.
That's why I said whenever he get married, I hope we still living. Just because he need a girlfriend first.
But you know what I'm gonna do though? I'm not gonna lie, boss lady. I think I'm gonna go to Nigeria and get my wife.
Oh yeah, that's some nice, hardworking women. Young ladies that like to go to school and stuff.
Yeah, I met like a good five or six of them already.
But we already know we ain't going to Nigeria to get no man. Then that's a
Oh
whole.
yeah, 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 yeah. That's not for you.
Sorry, sir. They won't have. Do you be thinking you married? You scam, 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 scam. And I know nothing but Nigeria, especially at the pantry that I work at. Is nothing. They all come up in there. I don't know. It's just that I just could see through people. I don't care. We don't even have to speak. I could just feel a person out so fast.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. But you won't know what I know till you piss me off. Damn it. You're gonna wish I should have left her alone. Just like when I was watching that video yesterday. I was like, when they ambushed that girl. And I was like, oh, that's funked up. And even though I didn't but even my best friend, when they was doing her dirty too, I had to take her side. Because I'm a person of right or wrong. Even if I don't like you, I'm always stand with the right. And I don't like bullies. I do not like bullies. I do not like bullies at all. Social media amplifies. Yes. We're the same age. I got married. If I get married, but all these men are scared of me. I don't know what I do. They just be scared. I swear for goodness, I have never on no social media since I've ever had it. Had nobody because they were like, nah, man, we know you don't play. I'm like, that part is true, but it's so I know you could say hello. Dang, what y'all scared of? Even out in the street, they were like, yo, you I don't know what type of look be on my face. And then I get the ones, I always get the ones that think they're going to get over. So either they scared of me or they think they're going to get over. Then they realize, yeah, you should have been scared of her, right? You should have left her alone. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But let's get back to this other young boy I was talking about who I'm so proud of. I can't wait till you get your channel so we could be so proud of you. Oh, make sure, Miss Rod, make sure you subscribe to her channel.
Miss
Cause
Rob.
Miss Rod. Remember I was telling you y'all into the same thing?
Oh yeah, Miss Rod. Oh yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Y'all into the same thing. And when she start going back live again, she could have you on a panel. Cause y'all both
Oh, Miss Rod down. Here she go.
yeah, she all into that stuff.
Okay, I got her right here.
If you check her, if you don't look at the cooking ones, just look at when she does them ones, a lot of stuff. Yeah, here she goes. Damn, how you always pop up? Huh, boss lady, soon as you
Yes,
make
Miss
they pop
Rod.
up. Because she was like, when she saw the alien blood, she automatically was like, yo, tell him to I do the flat earth and stuff. I'm like, what is the hell is she talking about?
Yes, yes.
But she
Yes. Nah,
saw it,
'cause
she knew what you was about immediately, and you never discussed it ever.
energy,
Oh, that's true.
frequency.
She picked up on that frequency. And then
Yeah.
I asked you what she said, and you was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Damn."
And where, Miss Rod, where you from? Watch
She,
this.
I know where she's from. You
Al-
mean where she at?
She in LA?
No, remember she's in Texas too. But where she from is
Oh, okay,
Brooklyn,
okay,
baby.
okay.
She from
See,
the
and I'm
B.
from New York.
She from the BK. That's why I say where she from is Brooklyn. Where she
Oh
at Texas.
wow.
Yeah, you know how
Yeah,
many
that's
people?
real energy.
No, majority of my whole chat, besides my Cali people, they either they all over, but they all from Brooklyn. I'm like, what? I'm like, what is? I don't know what it is about my chat. And everybody back and forth, they like, me too, me too, me too. I'm like, well, damn. So they either in Texas or Cali. No, they was born in New York and went other places. But it's usually people from Texas and Cali in here. But a lot of people say they from Brooklyn. They ain't living in Brooklyn no more. Or New York, really. Okay,
I'm so happy I left.
no, you should be happy. And not because of it's because it's too damn expensive.
Yeah, that's it.
Yo, let me tell you, I went downtown Brooklyn, right? I felt like a tourist. I said, where am I? Somebody asked me a question, like, what street is such and such on? And I had to look and say, Miss, I don't know. Then I had to look for a familiar building. I said, oh, Miss, is that right? That's how much regentification has been on.
Oh yeah.
You would not. Brooklyn is now Manhattan.
Yeah, Brooklyn is totally different.
I know, not no more. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm upset. I don't even want to talk about it. I want Brooklyn to stay the way it was. We didn't ask to look like Manhattan. Everything is all beautiful. You would think Brooklyn now looks like Lower Manhattan.
Yeah, downtown Brooklyn is crazy.
No, the whole Brooklyn now looks like
Oh, the
Lower
whole
Manhattan.
Brooklyn. Wow.
Looks like Lower Manhattan.
Yeah, but they had to do that though.
Yeah, because all the rich people taking over. So you got no choice but to move. And because the violence and stuff is not as bad as it used to be. Brooklyn is not this new Brooklyn is not the whole Brooklyn. No, sir. You're gonna the same thing. You're gonna come like, where the hell am I? Oh, I know what that project. Thank God the projects is still there, so I know where I'm at because this is the project. But if they try to remove the project, I don't like it. They made us a bunch of sisters. Look at this young brother. Now he's gonna
Oh,
talk
of course,
about,
roommates. Yes.
oh, not him. But the tall buildings, they even put and everything. The prices is high. I mean, everywhere you go in Brooklyn, you would be like, where am I in Manhattan still? The smell is different. Smell like money that we ain't got. He got looking at some book of robbery, the book of fairy tale. Sat up there and took my, and I agreed with him. This young man, Jeremy Holloway. Oh, he's a fine young man.
Oh yes, Jeremy. Yeah.
The color purpling of the black community. How many times do we hear that women out here dealing with all this abuse, abuse, abuse? I'm gonna do the show on abuse next week because I'm tired of hearing this bullcrap. I do not see women being abused. I don't see I don't see black women being physically abused. Never really have. I'm gonna just say it. I never really have seen black women being abused.
Grew up in the Midwest.
In our life, I have known of one woman, and that was one of my mother's friends back in the 70s. One. And she and her husband, or she and her man, they would fight each other. One.
You could tell he lying.
Emotional abuse. I will tell you.
Nigga Jeremy.
Comes from women to men, not men to women.
To the Kevin Samuels minions, I know y'all. Oh, what the rest of the clip? Maybe he was saying. Wait. I ain't got time for that. Now I'm gonna try my best not to get upset. This is the reason why I never really say Kevin Samuels is completely wrong about things that he says. Sometimes he has very valid points. But when he speaks like this, I understand that he has the millions and he has to get his money. He needs to get clicks. So he's gonna keep saying certain things. And with this particular thing, you're 50-something years old and you ain't never seen a woman be abused by a man.
That nigga lying.
You did see it. It was both of them. So it's not just the man. She played a part in it. And then, the emotional abuse comes from women. Not men to women. What I find amazing is even if you haven't seen it, does not mean it does not happen. I'm 32 years old. I've seen it numerous times. I'm from North Memphis, Tennessee. I'm a Holloway. It's only like 8 boys and like 20 women. You know how many times we had to pull up and do some straightening because a dude thought it was okay to put his hand on one of our sisters, one of our cousins? You know how many times we had to pull up? Oh, that don't happen. And I'm pretty sure there's some guys who have been through the same thing, but I guess that does not happen.
Go ahead, boy.
Because you ain't never seen it. And the thing, there was this one time, y'all bear with me because I may get upset. Yeah, there's one time where I wish I did see it. My best friend Jacqueline.
Hey.
We didn't see it.
Don't make me cry.
We didn't see it. She didn't tell us. She wore makeup to cover up the bruises. You know how we found out? How most of us found out?
Don't make me cry.
She posted a status that's still ringing in my head. What she said was, just woke up, just got done brushing my teeth, about to take my nephew to karate practice. It rings in my head because it was the last thing she ever posted on Facebook.
Oh.
Why? Because I commented on it. I commented and said, don't nobody care what you're doing, bro. Don't nobody care. Just go do it. We go back and forth joking. The last thing she ever posted. Why? Because I did not know that he told her if she said anything to me, he would kill her or me. We found it out later because she was writing journals, because she was afraid to say something, because she was afraid what may happen to the people around her. You know how we found out? Because he put her in her... He killed her and put her in her trunk and left her stranded for 3 days in the middle of the summer. When they finally found her, her body was so decomposed, they could not recognize her, bro. I'm getting so fucking mad.
Y'all gotta listen. That's not the couple who was speaking down on people. Y'all that wasn't in class listening.
This is bro, that shit been over 10 years, fam. And that shit feel like it was yesterday.
So basically,
that's deep.
So I hear these stories all day, every day. Basically, he's 32. You know when this happened 10 years ago? How old was they?
22.
Okay. Play it over for you guys. 22 years old, her life is taken. This is why I don't play these games. I hear these stories all day, every day. I look at hurt women faces every day. I look at women who used to be so freaking jolly and happy. Now they run to the store and run back, head down. A lot of these men don't even know when a woman is abused because they haven't been abused to recognize it in somebody else. Or they never taken care of, they never seen probably mama not get it. So they don't know how to recognize the signs. They don't know what to look for because they haven't been abused. The most they can recognize if a child get their butt whipped, can mama whip their butt because they have been through that, or daddy whip their butt. But as far as abuse in a relationship, you will see that person all the time and not know that person is getting abused. So when you hear something like these stupid ass men who talking about women is each other's enemy and stuff, that because they don't know no better. We see it all day. How come women see it all day, every day, but no man do? How do you not? We both live in the same freaking community. And whatever community that you live in, I guarantee you, I'm East Coast, boss lady's West Coast. Boss lady, don't you see it all day, every day? Where's she at?
And you see on
boss lady. Yeah, they were kids. Boss lady, you back? Wow.
Matter of fact, Sugar, wait, real quick. No, never mind.
No, say what you was gonna say.
No. It's just not. It's sad that Kevin said that. Like, oh yeah, you 52, your whole life you have never seen, um, women get abused. That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I'm surprised that he said that. I don't even know what to say about that.
I be pulling up a lot of stuff you didn't know Kevin Sanders said. That you didn't know he said that being that women is not doing men right, they should turn to men.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a lot of this information that he gives, shit, I think a lot of people know already. I think only why you couldn't agree with some of the good points that he says is because you know that already, or you wouldn't be able to agree with it. You would have to look it up. But if you agreed with it, that means you already know. Okay, like a lot of people I agree with. That's because I know what you're saying. So I can say, yeah, I agree with you.
Right.
But if you didn't know what they were saying and they taught you something, then you could say, oh, I didn't know. You taught me something. Or I had to research what you were saying. But a lot of time when you agree with somebody, that means you know this already. And you glad that somebody else is saying what you're thinking.
Yeah, that's what Kevin was. Kevin was a reflection. Yeah.
And then Kevin is a liar again because motherfucker, you was a cheerleader. So you was around nothing but girls. Nobody got abused. I don't care what color they is. Nobody got abused. You were around nothing but women. Y'all keep following these people. I'm not saying don't watch them, do what you want to do. But far as being a stand and running into every room who I wish a mofo would. I told him, then you go get with him then. Shoot. Alien Blood.
Yeah, I'm right here.
No, I'm reading what Pat Mack said to you. Yeah, I know, right? He is either purposely lying or he doesn't and hasn't got all the knowledge and life experience he claimed to have. Yeah. It has to be one or the other.
Yeah, because there's no way you 52 talking about you ain't never see black women get abused. That's just crazy. Like, and even no, he was right on one point where he said that the case that he knew about the black woman was fighting the black man back, and that is a fact. I do see a lot of black couples like that. I would say that, But that don't demean the fact that a lot of black women still get abused by black men.
So yeah, because she could fight back, it doesn't make it domestic violence.
Yeah, a lot of what. No, don't make. Well. I mean, some. All right, look, sugar. See, that's why I don't want to go too deep because
the key word is fight back. I didn't say they fight. I said because she can fight back, it doesn't make it domestic violence.
No, but a few. I don't know the percentage, but a good percentage of black women actually like to be toxic. They like that shit.
Okay, so same thing I told my son, which means they wasn't brought up. If I taught my son about toxic women, his job is to leave and never come back. So it's just two toxic people. But once you decide to entertain that, and you're the man, it's domestic violence. If she's toxic, you need to leave. You don't think I'll be schooling my son? I don't need to be having my son sitting in nobody's jail over no toxic woman. And at the end of the day, regardless of how toxic she is, she may fight back, but she's not whooping his ass.
Oh yeah, no. Not most cases, no.
And if they become parents and they both continue to fight, then what? Like somebody got to be the one to say no more.
Yeah, that's right.
Nobody deserves to hit nobody. I told my son, woman ever put her hands on you. You leave because two things gonna happen. She's gonna keep on pushing your buttons. Cause I told my son, I'm sorry, say what you want to say. But woman, put your hand, don't let no one put your hands. If you can walk away, walk away. But if that chick get true about that, you got to hit her ass back and keep it moving. Don't be having, you ain't gonna sit there and slapping my son in the face and stuff like, no, we don't play them games. Or call your mama. But we don't play them games. I don't play, but these are lessons. But so even though she can fight back or stuff, it's still, and you know what? Even if it wasn't domestic violence for him, it's domestic violence for her. So either way, it's domestic violence.
Oh yeah, either way, yeah. Oh yeah, either way.
So somebody needs to go to jail or something. Somebody, but all right, let's finish because I had to play him again. Because I like the emotion and passion he put behind it. Because he had to see when men tell the truth or something hit them at home, then now they passionate about it.
Yeah, you can feel that.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all bear with me on this one. I'm going to try my best.
The color purpling of the black community. How many times do we hear that women out here dealing with all this abuse? I'm gonna do the show on abuse next week because I'm tired of hearing this bullcrap. I do not see women being abused. I don't see women. I don't see black women being physically abused. Never really have. I'm gonna just say it. I never really have seen black women being abused. In my entire life, I have known of one woman, and that was one of my mother's friends back in the 70s. One. And she and her husband, or she and her man, they were.
And you notice he said back in the 70s, right? So if that was back in the 70s, how old is Kevin Samuels?
52.
52. So if this happened back in the 70s, how old he would have been?
Like 6 or 4 or 5.
Thank you. So how would you know if that was how you know they was fighting on domestic abuse? You 4 or 5. You 4 to 6 years old. So just that when they was 4 to 6 years old, you seen a couple. They wasn't your family member. You just seen them having a fight. How you know they wasn't play fighting? You 4 to 6 years old. See how you lie? You see how you lie? See how he lied? He lied again. He's seen it once. You 4 to 6 years old. So what did you really see? Did you see the emotional abuse? You 4 to 6 years old. How would you come up with that? You have to explain that to me now. Unless it's in your household or your aunt or your uncle, then I can say, yeah, I seen abuse. But you seen it one time at 4 years old. Not to mind you. Yeah, matter of fact, he was 3. He wasn't even 6. He was 3. He's 52. So maybe he didn't mean to say 70s. Can somebody help him out here? Go ahead, Alien Boy, help him out.
My fault. I didn't hear the point. I'm sorry. I'm doing
I'm
like
saying he would be just 50. He'll be just 50, right? If it's 70, if it was 71, right? But he's 52. So if he's 52, that means he was 2 to 3 years old. What did he really see?
I'm not gonna lie, Mr. Rod. I do agree with you. I think he might lie about his age. I think he might not be 52. I feel like he might be like 56, 57.
Even if he was 56, 57, that would make him 6 or 7 years old. Again, if you've seen it, how you know they fighting? How you know they could have been playing? You just seen it. He didn't say in my family house where I live, or aunt, or uncle, or cousin, or neighbor. He just said he seen it. So how you know what you saw at that age? Unless you've seen it before, right?
Yep.
See how, and these people lying.
Okay, so Miss Rod, you got some good experience then. 53.
Once in 52 years, then those would be great, Kevin Samuels. Then those, I think that would be great. I'm just saying, they sit up there and tell you anything, and people didn't even think about it. He said the word in the 70s. I had to go back. I thought I heard wrong. And they like, yeah, 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 yeah. That's right. Give him y'all give him y'all money. Y'all stupid like that. Give him he deserve all y'all money because y'all stupid. Please send him some more cash apps and shit. Let him be rich off y'all stupidness. Let's go back to the 70s.
Friends back in the 70s. One. And she and her husband, or she and her man, they would fight each other. One. Emotional abuse. I will tell you, the emotional abuse comes from women to men, not men to women.
To the Kevin Samuels minions, I know y'all. Oh, what the rest of the clip? Maybe he was saying. I ain't got time for that. Now I'm gonna try my best not to get upset. This is the reason why I never really say Kevin Samuels is completely wrong about things that he says. Sometimes he has very valid points. But when he speaks like this, I understand that he has the millions and he has to get his money. He needs you to click. So he's gonna keep saying certain things. And with this particular thing, you're 50-something years old and you ain't never seen a woman be abused by a man. And the one time you did see it, it was both of them. So it's not just the man. She played a part in it. And then, it's the emotional abuse comes from women. Not men to women. What I find amazing is even if you haven't seen it, does not mean it does not happen.
Goodbye.
I'm 32 years old. I've seen it numerous times. I'm from North Memphis, Tennessee. I'm a Holloway. It's only like 8 boys and like 20 women. You know how many times we had to pull up and get some straightening because a dude thought it was okay to put his hand on one of our sisters, one of our cousins? You know how many times we had to pull up?
Bye.
That don't happen. And I'm pretty sure there's some guys who have been through the same thing, but I guess that does not happen. Because you ain't never seen it. And the thing, there was this one time, y'all bear with me because I may get upset. This one time where I wish I did see it. My best friend Jacqueline. We didn't see it. We didn't see it. She didn't tell us. She wore makeup to cover up the bruises. You know how we found out? How most of us found out? She posted a status that's still ringing in my head. What she said was, just woke up, just got done brushing my teeth, about to take my nephew to karate practice. It rings in my head because it was the last thing she ever posted on Facebook. Why? Because I commented on it. I commented and said, don't nobody care what you're doing, bro. Don't nobody care. Just go do it. We can go back and forward joking. The last thing she ever posted. Why? Because I did not know that he told her if she said anything to me, he would kill her or me. We found that out later because she was writing journals, because she was afraid to say something, because she was afraid what may happen to the people around her. You know how we found out? Because he put her in her... He killed her and put her in her trunk and left her stranded for 3 days in the middle of the summer. When they finally found her, her body was so decomposed, they could not recognize her, bro. I'm getting so fucking mad. Well, that shit been over 10 years, fam. And that shit feel like it was yesterday. And you sit on your platform and you do this, and you do it because you know that the dudes that follow you not that smart. And they're gonna be in the comments.
She was born in 89.
Oh, why what
my
he said
God.
is valid. Oh no.
She was born in 89.
And she died on my birthday. That's crazy.
The 22nd?
The 23rd.
Well, you know what I meant to say. Dang it. I see all them twos there. June 2, 2, 2, then 210. Oh my God. I'm sorry you had to see that.
Damn.
I'm going to make it even worse for you. That's my mama's name.
Jacqueline?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So we both got hit looking at that, right? But it's Jacqueline. But same, they call it Jacqueline for short. But people don't know how to spell it right. But she was only, she would have been 33 in June.
Matter of fact, I do got a matter of fact.
She's 32.
Sugar, I think I gotta run real quick too. I gotta do something real quick.
All right, after she done this thing gonna mess us up. But we'll see you later.
No, definitely, Sugar. I'm gonna definitely talk to you.
All right, young king.
All right, everybody in the chat, love is love. Be safe.
Oh, hold on. Why that? I still don't understand the fact that people don't understand what's happening around him is the reason why we so messed up. You don't understand how he's doing the exact same thing that y'all complained to women about what Derrick Jackson was doing. All the women that was under Derrick Jackson's spell. You men, I apologize, you guys, you dudes, are under the same spell. But it's Kevin Samuels doing it.
Mm-hmm.
To where logic escaped y'all. You know what's happening out here. You know what's happening. It might not be you, but the fact that you try to make it seem like it's not happening. Oh, I ain't never seen it. What? If you don't ever see it, why y'all be so? Why y'all gotta put y'all sisters on game? Y'all close. This how guys is. Make sure you protect yourself when you don't go there. Don't go do that.
We love you.
Don't do that. Don't go. Don't be out too late at night.
Thank you.
Because you know what happens to
Thank you. Thank you.
But you don't care about that. When
go
it comes
ahead,
to
young
women
blood.
that you
Now,
so-called talk to. You only. If you don't ever see it, why y'all?
No, I can't stop it here. I gotta fast forward that little bit apart. I don't want to see nobody's Gravesite.
Y'all close. This how guys is. Make sure you protect yourself when you don't go there. Don't go do this. Make sure don't do that. Don't go. Don't be out too late at night because you know what happens to women. But you don't care about that when it comes to women that you so-called talk to. You only care when it's women close to you. And then you wonder why you got so many problems with women. Y'all be cool, man. My apologies for getting upset. I tried, bro.
How did you feel about that, boss lady?
Oh, I was just
hold on. Where that sound coming from? Oh Lordy, where is that? Oh shit, where you at?
Oh, yes, you.
I know, but I couldn't. I got other things open, so I couldn't find out which one was on. I'm sorry. Okay, how do you feel about that? Because I spoke upon my piece. Now you guys.
I was just talking. We are not. We don't. We don't have no protection nowhere. I'm telling you, I was. I went somewhere, and I was starting to have a little problem, and I felt like you know how you be feeling a little bit unsure. Now you get to looking around like, oh well, wait a minute, who's gonna help me if I do feel unsure or whatnot? And then you get to looking around, and there's no one, and the people that around the men and stuff and people that around they just walk right past you. They don't even say, how hi, are you okay? Or it's just so different now. Men don't even see if you all right, ma'am. You haven't can I help you with anything? None of that. It's ridiculous. I think it's a doggone shame.
This lie should have exposed him. I mean, most kids know of a handful of abused couples, and these kids are protected. He's a bold-faced liar. Exactly. Exactly. That's why I play stuff because people, and that's why I don't meaning to stop every 5 seconds, but I got to because some things y'all not catching. He said in the 70s, even if we're gonna leave it as he's 52. So as he's 52, motherfucker, you was 3 years old. How did you know they fought each other? Even if you was under, regardless how you put it, you was 6 and under. At 6 years old, how the hell would you know? How the hell would you know if they fought each other? How would you know she wasn't abused? Because you seen them fighting? You was able to understand what was going on at the age of 3 to 6? That it's time for another headache pill. I suppose y'all on the other lie he said before. Yes, Tony, put this one in the KS exposed files. That was a big lie he told that. Yes. Anything else on this board? So that young man, how do you feel about how that young man spoke up?
So yeah, I've been straight, man. What's going on? Challenge in what way? Just everywhere. I mean, shoot, just sticking to the workout routine. Definitely trying to get better as a man. Consistency, creative wise. Trying to start up different things. It's always trying to get these schedules and yada yada yada. So yeah, man, just trying to grow and see what happens. What about you?
Nah, I think this week is pretty awesome week, as everybody knows. Jordan Peters was on the podcast. Been working on that for the past 3 years of my life.
Wow.
Just consistently, constantly trying to improve, building the show to where it's a place where it's like this makes sense to show up.
Yeah.
And to me, it's just a good testament to the leveling up process of constantly getting better and just the journey. And I think a lot of people don't realize that a lot of the guests that come on now, it's been years of seeds being planted, and I think in the culture of instant gratification, I think so many people want it today.
Yeah.
If they don't get it today, it's a failure. But nah, man, for a lot of things, it takes a long time.
Yeah, no, it was really good seeing that. I was very happy for you, very proud of you, because I know the story.
Yeah.
You know, and our true fans that have been following us for a while, they know that we've been working on that for a very long time.
Yeah.
So, man, I was glad to see you get it. I was glad to see it there. You know, having that conversation, watching the video. So it was really good, man.
Yeah, so I actually wanted to talk a little bit about that episode. You know, like I said, this is Tuesday, recorded this on Tuesday. We don't have many topics, but I thought this would be an interesting topic.
Boss lady, you know who live right now? Boss lady. Boss lady. Boss lady.
Because I talked a little bit with Stefan about this before the episode came out. And definitely when the episode came out, Stefan, he hit me up about some things. So I want to talk to you about this idea. So I want to preface with two things.
Okay.
One, I don't know what people were saying in mass.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just talking about a few people who Stefan reached out to me about who were commenting on our video as well as in the Jordan Peterson clip I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Okay. And the second thing is that one of the biggest things about the roommates, or one of our biggest core values, that you know, was a diversity of thought.
Yeah.
And on our website, we talk about our core values, you know, that needs to be updated. But diversity of thought is one that we still have. And the idea is you have an open mind, discerning heart. Open your mind to listen to those who are different from you. Have a discerning heart to believe what you want to believe and reject what you want to reject. And
those are three great points. You know, you're open-minded enough to understand that there's other belief systems out there. You use your discernment to find out what works for you. I think that we're definitely missing that, you know, especially now. Like, I feel like people just feel like they're so one-track minded, and especially in a time like the time that we're living in now, it's like, how can you genuinely feel that way?
Oh, first and foremost, I realized, like, Jordan Peterson is to me, he's one of the most brilliant minds of the 21st century. But the roommates is not a monolith, and there is space for people to disagree with him.
Yeah.
Right.
And so one, it kind of made me like a little bit happy in a sense that as intelligent as he is, people were still like, you know what, there's things I agree and disagree with. I thought that was great because there's no human being on the planet you agree with everything he said.
Yeah.
Right.
So I love the diversity of thought within the guys who were, you know, thinking critically about some of the things being said.
Mm.
Nevertheless, with that being
He hit him with the however.
address something that some guys said. I want to make it clear, it's not most guys.
Mm-hmm.
Some guys said it's because I'm seeing a theme that's going on in the community, around the community, in society, especially as it pertains to men. So on Tuesday, I put out the clip. To me, the most eye-opening part of the podcast, I put out this clip, and was Jordan Peterson talking about the state of men and women in regards to why men are single.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I asked him a question, and I honestly was expecting a very different answer.
It shocked me too. I'm not gonna lie to you. It shocked me too.
I was expecting a very different answer. And initially when he answered that question, I was like, dang, JP, I think you're a little out of touch. I was like, man, that's not what I thought I think you're a little out of touch. And then he continued.
Yeah.
And then he had a point that blew my mind.
Mm.
And it's a point that I think some guys disagreeing with, that I believe they're really mistaken about the point.
Mm.
And the point was that the struggles of a man today, not men today, of a man today with women is a personalized problem.
Yeah.
It is a personalized problem. And so I thought that point was super powerful, and I believe too many men misunderstood that point. And it's a combination of conditioning, the media they consume, and a vast hypocrisy when it comes to male accountability that I believe is very prevalent in our space.
Yeah, and what were and they were some of the guys were disagreeing with what he was saying.
So the premise I got from JP, which I loved, was I asked him, I said, there's men who feel as though one of the reasons why they're struggling with dating is because of the standards of women.
Yeah.
You've said that.
Yeah.
I've said that as well. You've heard those things. I've heard those things as well. And I said, what are your thoughts? And I kind of gave a brief summary of what the guys were saying. And he initially was like, it sounds like an excuse to me. Because if I was to really answer that question, I love this part, I would need 10 hours to be able to really decide what is your problem.
Yeah.
And so to me, I felt as though guys, they were saying that, no, the problem is primarily the women and not primarily an individual's.
Before we continue with this video, I genuinely want you guys to go ahead and comment down below. Before we get into this nitty gritty, we're like 6 minutes in. I want you guys to tell me, do you think that the problem with dating today, the problem with, that men are having with dating, do you think that it's a personalized issue, or do you think that it is a vast issue of just, as they said, the requirements that women have right now within the dating space? I just want your opinion before we continue. So just put your opinion. Don't fast forward. Don't cheat. Just put your opinion down below right now.
Selling coaching and consulting online without using social media ads and a simple client attraction system is kind of like
what's wrong with his life.
Yeah. No, when I first heard it and when he said it, it did shock me too. I was like, ooh, like that wasn't the answer I was expecting either. And then, as he continued, I was like, okay, I see what his point is saying. And he, to me, when he explained it, it made completely perfect sense, because you do need to figure out time. If they can't even see it themselves, you really have to dig deep, go through the layers, and figure out what's going on, and see, actually, are you putting your best foot forward? Are you doing the things you need to do? And when he started explaining that, and he was like, yeah, I mean, you could be perfect and all these women are all crazy. That could be the case, but most likely it's not. And I was like, okay, I see what he's saying. That did make sense. But as I sit back, I'm listening to it, I'm like, man, you know what? I can't let these women make it either. Yeah. I can't. It's a two-part deal with that, because I truly still believe, because his point is 100% true, that some of these women, not all.
Yeah.
And don't forget, guys, I'm trying. I know it's going to be hot tonight. I don't know if it's going to be from Sinetta or Tahaka, but I need the video of where Inky went in on Tahaka. If anybody got because I don't know his other channel. It's not on his channel, so it got to be on another one of his channels. If anybody could get that link, drop that link in there, because we got to catch up so we can know.
It's a new one?
Huh?
It's a new one or something?
No, from Sinetta went on last night. I played that this morning, because he said Inky sat up there. It is new, but I don't know which one of his channels is on. But it's not on his regular channel. Yeah, it's not on his regular channel, so we could have watched that. So when the shit hit the fan tonight, we'd be caught up, because Sinetta was talking about it, but I didn't see it. He put it on private. You talking about Inky? Okay. I guess if you ain't watch it, you ain't caught up.
Some of these women expectations is ridiculous.
I agree with that. And so to me, I want to make things 100% clear that I agree, and I've said it multiple times, that a lot of the women's standards today are unrealistic. Mm-hmm. But then I thought about it and I asked and I said, how does that affect an individual?
Yeah.
So if you are a man today and you want to date, remember, not men today, a man, you are an individual man. Do you believe that an individual man who's physically fit, emotionally healthy, spiritually grounded, and financially stable cannot find a quality woman, in your opinion?
It depends on how he looks. Like, I think the physical, to me, the physical things have to be so, like, I wouldn't say horrendous, but like, just, it has to be so, like, taken away from all the things you just said, what makes it harder.
I want to clarify before you finish. I said just a quality woman. I want to make that clear. Yeah. A quality woman. So continue.
Got you.
Mm-hmm.
Can he get
So before they answer, I want to answer this whole part. So I find it very interesting that, that Jordan Peterson had that to say about it being a personalized issue rather than, a vast majority issue. And I feel like that is true because there's a lot of men who cannot find one good woman, right? And then you have another, group of men who are turning women away or have multiple women. So,
well, if he can't find a woman, then where he looking? See, if I can't agree with you on that. I cannot. Where are you looking at? Where are you looking at? Who are you approaching? Anybody can find. It's lonely people. Lonely people need to find other lonely people. That's the problem. You scared to push up. You scared to talk to them. So now they look like the bad guy. When you got the word leveling up on your shirt, but I know you ain't speaking for yourself. You're speaking for a group. But sometimes you got to start speaking for the individual. Stop including yourself when men say this. It's good women everywhere. I don't know what block you be on, but maybe you need to walk around the block.
So I definitely believe that, clearly it has to be a personalized issue, as well as we do have to keep into account that you definitely attract what you are, emotionally, and also where you are in your life depends on, what you're putting out there. And
oh my God, truly.
Genuinely
you're so wrong.
Attract. And also, if you are having trouble with a certain type of woman or women that you're dating, then maybe it's your type that is an issue. Maybe it's a type of woman that you're going for. Maybe it's whatever it is attracting you to them that is also the issue.
Mm-hmm.
Quality woman, yes. Especially if he has those things that you're saying. It to me, only way that we can guarantee that he can get that quality of woman is that he has to have time with her. So initially when he sees him, she has to accept, okay, I will give him more time. If he gets more time, then I think he can bag that woman easily because of the things you just said. But if she's not physically attracted to her or don't want to move forward just because what she see on the outer, it's going to be harder.
I understand it, but my question is, it's not, remember, a quality woman doesn't mean you're talking to one woman. It means you're talking to 100 women.
Yeah, you can
talking
find one.
You can
find one.
And that's my
you can find
point.
one, 100%.
And my point was, and it clicked in my brain. If your goal is just one quality woman and clarified, I'm not talking about baddies.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about, Victoria's Secret models. I'm just saying quality woman, good character, nice person, aesthetics. I'm not talking about body. I'm not talking about all the extra things that people. I'm talking about just a quality individual. Mm-hmm. You can get that.
Yeah, you can get one. They don't want her, but you can get one. They don't want her, but you can get one.
And that's the thing. I really want to hear a good argument that a guy can't get one. Because to me, the way I thought about it like this was, this is how my brain is thinking. I hope it makes sense. Mm-hmm. It's like,
at Sonobello, New York City, we remove your stubborn body fat permanently in just one visit.
Imagine, does racism exist in the world? Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Are there some people who don't get a certain job because of racism? Yes. Is the reason you have no job today because of racism?
No.
There are other reasons. It's not the reason you're unemployed today. Not saying the reason you didn't get a job wasn't because of racism.
That was such a great analogy.
The reason that if a person's telling me right now I have no job and I'm a adult man, because of racism alone, to me, that is not an excuse, because it's probably, if we look at your resume, if we look at your interview skills, we look at your qualification, if we analyze all the other variables, there's probably things that you're doing. How many places you're applying to? How much time people are you following up with?
How many typos you got?
Exactly. And so what I loved about that JP message was that when you make it, oh, I'm single because of women, all of them, it now takes any responsibility from an individual to improve himself. And even to my point, is even if you're an average guy, why are you average? Who consumes this content?
When you put a question like that, it brings all the responsibility and accountability on them. If I had to play devil's advocate,
I want to hear devil's advocate.
If I had to play devil's advocate, and we're doing, to me, if we're talking about just a quality woman, I feel like if you, like the quality that you said, if you apply yourself, have a basic job that has good foundations, spiritually, emotionally, mentally healthy, physically healthy,
hey,
you can find
how you
one quality
doing?
woman. But let's be honest. If these guys are talking about marriage, they're going to want the best they can get.
I love that. And let me push, and this one dude called in about that.
Okay.
And I said, I love that point. If it comes to marriage, the guys are going to want the best they can get.
Yes.
But when the women do that, they shit on them.
Yeah. See, this is where we can get canceled, we not get canceled.
Let's go. It's uncut.
So with the guys, the thing is, the average woman are having, if I'm playing devil's advocate, the average woman having too high of an expectation. So they feel like they can, if a woman, she's average, she feel like she deserves and she should get an above average guy.
Real quick, 100 women are in a room.
Yeah.
How many of them would not take an above average guy? If there's 100 women in the room, how many of them say, I don't want to be in a serious relationship with an above average guy of 100 women?
Which community are we talking about?
I'm going to go black, white, Asian, whatever you want to go. Whatever community you want to go to. I'm curious your opinion.
I would feel like out of those women, I would say at least 80% would want above average. At least.
So they will want above average.
All 80 women will want above average.
Okay.
I think the other 20 is just like, if they raise correctly, they'll take what they take.
So there's 20. Okay, cool. Back to your stories.
Yeah, so they're...
No, but of those 20, I think I understand what he's saying about the 80%, but 20 not taking what they take, but 20, maybe it's not about taking what they take because they were raised right. So that 20% of women, it's more things don't faze them. Finances don't faze them. They have to have a connection with you. They have to, understand you. They want to build something with somebody. They're not just, jumping at frivolous things like finances and stuff like that. Not that it's not important, but they're not going to jump towards a man just because of his, financial status. I think 20%, like I said, I wouldn't say it has anything to do with them just taking what they take just because that's how they feel. Women do things emotionally. So they would be emotionally driven to maybe somebody else for different reasons because they're supplying something that they can't get, right? Other than finances.
They're trying to marry these women. they're going for above average, right?
The guys?
The guys. They can try to get the best they can get.
Yeah.
With the women, the ones that most of these guys feel like they're average, their expectations are they're looking for above average guys. With these,
wait. So the average girls want above average guys.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you agree with that?
I agree, but then my point is that every guy watching this content by default should be at least above average. So you can't get a quality woman.
So yes and no. I really feel like for them to succeed, they have to put themselves in position to really get those above average women. And depending on the woman, they have to have certain things for them to really attract them.
So you can't. But I look. I think what's happening is that I'm not denying that. I don't think it's 80-20 because I see so many people. I didn't see so many guys who have girlfriends. A lot of guys talk who even complain about women. They've had girlfriends. A lot of average guys still get married in this world. I don't want to act like there's not a thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying is that, am I saying it's easy?
No, it's not easy.
Yeah, so I think that the challenge is that if you want a woman and you're a man who's putting in the work and you're above average, in my opinion, you can get a woman.
But to me, the above average is what we have to really talk about, because what's above average man?
Exactly.
Because an above average man can probably be an average woman in a woman's mind, especially if we talking about money and salary. It's like, okay,
and that's to me where it's like, now it's not about quality, because now if men are gonna make quality tied to beauty, which it makes sense, why do you get mad when they make quality tied to height?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because height is uncontrollable. Obviously,
beauty is uncontrollable too,
100%. But it's like it's not even about the average part. Like, we're not the above average part.
I think beauty is definitely controllable in certain aspects.
No,
I think
no,
that's where I don't.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
You can control.
No, you can't.
Weight. You can control how you carry yourself. Confidence makes a lot of women more attractive, especially when they're, fit, they're feminine, they're nice, they're kind.
You said something, Tony? Because it could be a 400-pound woman and she could be just as confident as a 100-pound woman.
Weight has nothing to do with beauty, and that makeup got to come off eventually. That we've got to come out eventually. So you cannot control what you look like. You cannot.
In certain aspects, I think that's where I don't agree, because you can control your weight, you can control how you carry yourself.
That's not beauty.
Confidence makes a lot of women more attractive.
That's not beauty.
They're, fit, they're feminine, they're nice, they're kind.
No.
That adds to your beauty. Now,
no.
I'm not saying that it's 100% controllable, but I'm saying that you can definitely do things to disguise beauty. We see that literally all the time on social media.
Keyword, disguise. Okay, case over. Case over to disguise beauty. Case over. Case over. But we gonna let her finish.
Of the things that people do to literally disguise themselves to make them look more beautiful, and then
disguise.
Like I said, they do like that pool challenge or whatever. Like, on this first date, I'm taking her to the pool to see how she really looks. So you definitely can change things to make yourself appear more beautiful. Whereas height is definitely something that, nowadays you literally can change your height. You can, but we're saying like easily and readily, obviously not. So
some of these guys that feel like they are average or above average, to some of these women, they are already there themselves. And we're talking about stability. Let's just say, most of these women, they all college educated, they make more money than us. So 50,000 to her and she makes 80 is unattractive. It's just period.
Huh?
So it's like, hey,
money.
I do make 70,000, but all the women I'm around, they all want a guy that makes this much.
So to me, and this is my
this is me playing devil's advocate.
I understand that. I like what you're doing here because I thought to myself, and like I said, I said, every above average guy that I know who's getting better, all of them are married in a relationship. I don't know any guy who's actually doing better because what happens is, like, even I look at my story. Is there 7 women who didn't want me? Mm-hmm. Yeah, but there were 3 that wanted me.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like when guys act like this is why I'm single. Yeah. I'm like, no, that's not only reason why you're single. Mm-hmm. And to the point about the quality is that when I talk about quality women, I'm talking about kind, honest, trustworthy, dependable, faithful.
And then I can ask you, how many women do you know that has all those qualities?
That I look for a lot.
But I'm saying, but you have to factor the look in there, though.
But that's,
you have to.
And here's my criticism of myself has always been, I cannot get mad at women for their standards, but then think mine are cool.
Yeah.
Me personally, I have a very high look standard. I know because of pornography changed the way my brain thinks, because it changed the way my brain thinks.
Yeah.
So my appetite, I don't like average looking women.
Yeah.
But just because she's average looking doesn't mean she's not a quality woman. I'm just not attracted to her. But women make that same argument. We give them no slack for that. Yeah. Women say it all the time. Well, I just don't like guys who are under 6'1". Like, why does an inch matter? He's still a great guy. Blah, blah, blah.
But I mean, because it's like it's to be like, I don't know what the
there's a huge difference between not being attracted to someone and trying to just follow the status quo of what other people do. Because a lot of these things that people do is a lot of like, oh, I want a guy that's 6'1" and that he looks like this and he looks like that. It's not that they're not attracted to people who are not that or are taller than them, but are maybe not 6'1". It's not that they're not attracted to them. It's more so the fact that that's that same kind of Cinderella story, he's taller than me, and like, oh, it's just an image that they have in their mind, and they're trying to fulfill that picture of a painting. It's more than just an attraction. It's still having that kind of like delusional mindset of like this perfect like cookie cutter image of what a relationship is supposed to be that is factored in. So it's not only just attraction. I think
what I'm saying, how many men talk to baddies, right?
Yeah.
And then they're saying, you know what? I'm now marrying the average woman. Because what I've noticed is that the guys who are used to dating very attractive women, when they can't find quality women, all the guys I know who are putting in the work, getting better, a little above average at this point, their problem isn't they can't find quality women.
Yeah.
They can't find quality women that they like the way she looks.
Yeah.
Because you found plenty of quality women, but she didn't look the way you wanted her to look.
Yeah. No, I 100% agree when you are.
But I would love, I don't know if they are going to break this down, but I would love them to break down what that image is. Because if you're attributing the image, say for instance, right, a lot of, and this is not disrespect to anybody, this is just me making an example. Say for instance, the image that you're looking for is that like baddie image, and we know that to be like the wigs, the lashes, the long nails, the this, the that, all of that. Not to say that all women, right, who attach themselves to that kind of image, that societal image that's like super trendy right now, act in a certain way, but a lot of it is attached to a certain mindset. A lot of that is attached to a mindset. So if you're looking for a woman who literally looks exactly like that, but then has a traditional mindset, then that means that your thought process is unbalanced, because you can't think that a woman is going to be super trendy in certain ways, in certain aspects, and then have a different mindset. That's going to be rare. That's going to be hard to find. That's going to be rare for you to find.
At that above average level, you do unlock the quality women. Now you got to follow the quality and looks.
Yes.
No argument there. But I can't not like agree to some of the pushback where it's like that some of these women, even when I was above average, I still got denied by women that were lower than me, that shouldn't be denying me. You don't look that good to deny me.
I understand that. And
the what?
That point is irrelevant.
The what?
This is what the guys were
exactly.
Getting wrong. That point is irrelevant to why
what?
a person is single. As a man, you will always get rejected.
Yes,
that's a natural part of life. You will always get rejected. Not every woman will want you. And based upon what you've built yourself as a man, you will either have more options or less options.
100%.
Are some women's standards unrealistic? Yes, it's 100% true. But that's not what's keeping any man from being single.
Yeah.
There's no man today as an individual outside of an anomaly who's saying, I'm thinking about what I just said.
Yeah.
Physically fit. And I mean in shape, healthy. And we can even talk about the stock component.
Yeah.
Emotionally healthy, spiritually grounded, financially stable. And he can't find one?
No, he can find one. He ain't found the one that he actually want yet, but he can find one. And like I said, I'm just playing devil's advocate.
No, I like it. I wanted you to do this.
Yeah, so that's it to me, it's just, it's more. It's not. I'm trying to figure out how these guys think. It's not that.
The reason why I on this point I agree with Hafiz, and the reason why is because there's men who don't have any of those attributes that literally have more than one woman. So can you imagine a man who has a lot of quality that can't find one? That's when it does become a personal issue. That's when it does become relative to that one situation, and we have to dig deeper and find out what's going on. What are you doing wrong? What mishaps are you having in the dating realm? What are you missing? What's going on because of that situation? Like, there's so many men who literally cannot keep the women away, and they're not even offering anything. They're literally not offering anything.
The fact that, men have the standards and women have the standards, it just seemed like the women's standards are way more superficial and way more out of pocket, where it's like it's dang it impossible. So your standards, it's only 10 guys can meet your standards. Even though I'm in the top 80%, that you want the top 90.
Let me personally push back on that one. I want to push back on it because I think we've done a bad job of doing so, and I want to have this conversation with you, but I want to have it on Patreon where we can talk about some nuance. So let's go to Patreon. I want to talk about that. Guys, you just watched a short.
Dang, he really left us on a cliffhanger like that?
Yeah, they left you on a cliffhanger. But I will. What's his channel? The Controversial Take. Oh, the Controversial Take on what is his name though? Did she show his name? Oh, the Roommates. We gotta check out the Roommates a little bit more. Got to check out the Roommates. But either way, we are done for today. And I just wanted you guys to know that the black femicide is real. The black femicide is real.
It is.
There are plenty of women, 6 every hour or 6 every day, are being taken away from us. So, what we're not going to do is listen to these dummies that say abuse don't exist, and we don't talk about abuse, and we're not going to say, oh, did you get your you put in for your with your fetch or whatever you put in for your Thanksgiving dinner, boss lady?
No, I'm gonna do it today, and I'm better hurry up and do it.
I gotta ask her how you do it so I can put it for mine too. I didn't do it either. I ain't doing either. I didn't do it. She gotta tell us on the next one.
I think she said what you do is you go and buy your dinner, and then you come back and scan it, and they give you the money back for everything you bought.
That what she said. It doesn't have to be. Remember, we don't have Walmarts in New York City. So it doesn't have to be from Walmart.
Yeah, that she's on there.
Yeah, but if she didn't, she said all they want to bring to the table is a problem is by please. I don't know if she got off or got on. We'll catch you later. We'll catch you later. All right, guys. I see you. I'm going over. You saw Pastor P was live, right? I was saying Pastor P is live. Thank you again. Thank you, Dwayne. Thank you for everything. Thank you for everything. And thank you for supporting this channel. Because if they say, hey, you can't get monetized, you know you only get pennies off a commercial. You literally get pennies off a commercial. But people would rather take their little bit of pennies than take nothing. And certain conversations we can't do. Just like for the girl that was 13 and married, tell me it was too controversial. Ain't that something? But other people got commercials on theirs though. Isn't that something with the same damn title? I'm like, whatever. All right, boss lady, I'll be back 6 my time.
9 my time.
That'll be 3 your time.
Okay, 3 my time. Okay, I'm going
3:30. I may come.
Okay.
Or I may come on a little bit if I find something juicy. But I don't. If I find that inky one though, I'm coming on directly because I gotta save my time for tonight because I don't know if Tahaka is gonna go at Sinetta or not because Sinetta went after him last night. I don't know. I never know. And this weather's bad too. My hands just feel like ice.
All right. I'll see you later.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Good day, peace, and blessings. I see you guys back in a little bit.